everybody, and welcome to Oklahoma. All Friday, 2 on 1 in display as they host Con Millers. Thieves Hyatt, Brian White. Bab Tiger coming off at 20 last week, came down to the final seconds. How do you bounce tonight for Yukon?
Well, I think the first thing is you need to teach our kids to develop a short memory, for losses. You need to just mark that off. Let's continue on. But I think, what I used to basically do is just when you get to practice, start emphasizing effort. Then look at film and praise what we did well. And just kind of focus on what we need to improve on. And there's a lot of things to it. I mean, that game was a really close. It was, if you look at the statistics, it was almost identical with everything. And the only difference was our turnover. We had we put the ball on the ground probably 5 or 6 times, and we lost 3 of them. And the whole statement when they with turnovers, 2 you're in it, 3 you win it. So they had 3 turnovers. That was costly. And, missing a field goal was costly for us. But, there's just little things that we have to do. We have to better. And that's what you need to focus on.
Done. A 2-5 record. 31-21. Opened the season with third. Last week they were in a shootout with 50-49, so they can put up some points at times. The Millers run this triple option that Jeremy Reed has instituted in the past couple of seasons. Bab, I know it's unique, and you just kind of have to defend it differently than Tigers have prepared for opponents really every other week other than this one.
Oh, there's no doubt. I mean, there's the first off, what you cannot do is you cannot simulate it in practice. You can't simulate that speed in practice. It's just really tough. I used to do it where we didn't even took a snap. We had a flat ball and we just went from there, and just quarterback had the ball in his hands so we could just try to emphasize more speed. You still can't do that. The execution of it is really fine-tuned, and the only bad thing about it is not an offense you can come from behind offense. That can be real costly. Remember a few years ago when he first called this off, we were at Yukon, and it was a tight, and then all of a sudden we started running away with, but then they could not catch up. Those offenses where they have to get first down, they're going to have to go for the 4th downs and inches, and they're going to have to keep the football and keep it out of our hands if they have a chance, because they don't dictate possession time, then they can't come from behind. Throw the ball.
Who are joining us a little earlier than normal for the homecoming festivities, and tell our sports animal audience that if you want to catch the homecoming coronation ceremony, it is streaming live at arrowvision.tv or the Broken Arrow Public Schools channel on YouTube. As we continue our pregame coverage here, Charlie and Spav, this Tiger defense, it's been a shuffle with injured players, and we'll see Bryce Machota move up to outside linebacker tonight. He's such a great take me through what that could mean.
Well, it's not anything new, because he's one of the best open field tacklers. He's I've had wrestlers in the past where I've coached open tackle. We're not just really good. The thing that we have to do is we have to add that up. Kind of what we're doing, because of what they're forced to walk down on their, have everybody in the box, deal with the beer type, fullback, and then the option quarterback. So you got to have a lot of bodies in the box, but that's advantage. if we have a good sound plan, because our front seven, Bryce, front eight, they're good. They're hard to beat in this. And you had Gino in. That's those great players. Yep. Yeah,
I think
exactly.
this season be a sloppy night, cold, short. Both teams probably will run it a whole bunch.
I know.
We'll be with you for all Tiger Kickoff Show, the Aero Group Spotlight. Aero Group Tiger Spotlight is up 23 minutes from kick. Broken Arrow and Yukon coming on homecoming.
Events and leadership class. Crystal's future plans are to attend NSU and become a speech pathologist. Her escort is cross-country runner Isaiah Keller. Isaiah is the son of Nate and Jennifer Keller. He's participated in baseball and football for 4 years. He is involved in Sandlot baseball and FCA. His favorite memory is his spring break trip with his friends. Ladies and gentlemen, Lauren Fuller and Isaiah Keller. The basketball queen candidate is April Duff. April is the daughter of James and Tammy Duff. She has participated in basketball for 7 years. April is involved in Technology Student Association and NHS. Her favorite memory is the energy of the jungle as well as the friends she has grown close to. Her future plans are to attend OSU and study computer engineering. Her basketball escort, Adrian Perez. Adrian is the son of Mateo Perez and Dania Santiago. He has participated in basketball for 8 years. He is involved in basketball and track. His favorite memory is winning the state championship for track. He would like to pursue a career in criminal justice. Ladies and gentlemen, April Duff and Adrian Perez. The soccer queen candidate is Molly Bryman. Molly is the daughter of Amy Dean and Matt Bryman. She has participated in soccer for 13 years. She's involved in the NHS. Her favorite memory is winning state undefeated for soccer. Her future plans are to attend OSU on a soccer scholarship and study sports medicine. Her escort is soccer player Tommy Sanowo. Tommy is the son of Felicia and Heidi Sanowo. He has participated in soccer for 6 years. He is involved in FCA, FCCLA, and United. His favorite memory is going to Alabama with the soccer team. His future plans are to attend college and continue to play soccer. Ladies and gentlemen, Molly Briner and Tony Sanovo. The track queen candidate is Elena Stamper. Elena is the daughter of Justin and Tricia Stamper. She has participated in track for 2 years. Her favorite memory is the state game. Her future plans are to attend the University of Oklahoma, and her track escort is Francisco Aranguro. Francisco is the son of Niku Romero and Francisco Aranguro. He has participated in track for 2 years. His memory of high school is a struggle of a second language. Ladies and gentlemen, and the stamper and Francisco Aranguro. The golf queen candidate is Piper King. Piper is the daughter of Amber and Brian King. She has participated in golf for 8 years. She's involved in NHS, expanding her horizons, and president of Business Professionals of America. Her favorite memories are getting accepted to UCO and being on homecoming court. She plans on attending UCO and majoring in forensic science and criminal justice. Her golf escort is Gabe Reploga. Gabe is the son of Nick and Tammy Reploga. He's participated in golf for 12 years. His favorite memory is getting 5th place in the 6A state golf tournament. Gabe's future plans are to attend college, playing golf, and studying medicine. Ladies and gentlemen, Piper King and Gabe Reploga. The swim queen candidate is Sammy Robinson. Sammy is the daughter of Mindy and Matt Robinson. She has participated in swim for 3 years. She is involved in NHS, Senior Board, Kobash, Key Club, NASA, Student Council, and Rose District Committee. Her favorite memory is going to IHOP after swim with her team. Her future plans are to attend OSU studying zoology. Her swim escort is Cody Shepard. Cody is the son of Tracy Knopf and David Shepard. He has participated in swim for 2 years. He's involved in speech and debate. His favorite memory is the Swiss exchange student bringing her guitar to class, and they sang song in 5 different languages. He hopes to continue swimming in college. Ladies and gentlemen, Sammy Robinson and Cody Shepard. The tennis queen candidate is Sheridan Reeder. Sheridan is the daughter of Tyler and Gretchen Reeder. She has participated in tennis for 4 years. She's involved in NHS and Family Career and Community Leaders of America. Her favorite memory is qualifying for state and playing doubles with her sister. Her future plans are to attend the University of Arkansas studying medicine. Her escort is tennis player Sawyer Paris. Sawyer is the son of Dave and Kate Paris. He has participated in tennis for 6 years. He's involved in NHS, Broken Arrow Youth Council, AP Club, and leadership. His favorite memory is school dances, football games, going to state and leadership class. Sawyer plans on going to medical school at Baylor. Ladies and gentlemen, Sheridan Reeder and Sawyer Paris. The girls wrestling queen candidate is Alexandria Cockrell. Alexandria is the daughter of John and John Cockrell. She has participated in wrestling for 1 year. She's involved in FCA, partnered with the Special Olympics cheer team, Book Tip Club, and NHS, and has the privilege of being on the first girls wrestling team for Broken Arrow. Her favorite memory is all of the football games and watching wrestling and football win state. Her future plans are to attend college studying nursing. Her escort is football player Campbell Yeager. Campbell is the son of Kiki Yeager. He's participated in football for 13 years. He's involved in Kobash and leadership. His favorite memory is winning the state championship game. Ladies and gentlemen, Alexandria Cockrell and Campbell Yeager. The student body queen candidate is Tori Chin. Tori is the daughter of Mindy and Ben Deacon and Pete and Chica Chin. She is involved in Aerovision and is the host for Good Morning VA. Her favorite memory is being part of the Colts, Kobash, and Homecoming Court. Her future plans are to attend college studying marketing and journalism. Her student body escort is Zeno Marcaselli. Zeno is the son of Vincent and Rayvon Marcaselli. He's been involved in football for 13 years, wrestling, and FCCLA. His favorite memory is winning state in football. His future plans are to attend college and become a chiropractor. Ladies and gentlemen, Tori Chin and Zeno Marcaselli. Ladies and gentlemen, about a very nice hand for all of the homecoming. This is their court. In just a moment, we're going to announce the 2019 homecoming queen. The queen is Hannah Hoffman. And your homecoming king is Zeno Marcaselli. Ladies and gentlemen, what about a big hand for Queen Hannah and King Zeno? Tiger fans, now we'd like to honor our seniors who keep things active in the jungle. The 2019 Jungle Squad seniors. First is Brady Garrison. Brady is escorted by his mother Kendra, sister Brianna, and cousin Haley. Brady plans to attend Oklahoma State University and become a fireman. He's not out with, he is on the, oh, there he goes. He was with the homecoming court. He's added his. Next, let's meet Brendan Tillman. Brendan is escorted by his father Andy and mother Christy. Brendan plans to attend college, go on to a 4-year college within the state. Next, Braxton Repslater. Braxton escorted by his father Ryan. Braxton but is still undecided on. Here we have Bill Smith. Bill is escorted by his father Steve, mother Trina, and brothers Aaron and Adam. He plans to attend TCC after high school and work as a personal trainer. Next, Sir Thomas is the son of Joe Moore and Tom Thomas. Escorted by his mother and brother Axton. Third is undecided on what college he will attend after high school. Our last jungle senior, Tamara Washington, the second. He is escorted by his father and mother, Tamara and Nicole. Tamara plans to be a music producer after high school. Tiger fans, how about another round of applause for our jungle squad seniors? Jonathan Eichland. He's escorted by Derek Gray. Tiger fans, how about another round of applause for our Jungle Squad seniors?
The AVB Bank Spotlight Series at the Broken Arrow Performing Arts Center is filled with Tony winners. The color purple, Finding Neverland, Tony winner and Oklahoma native Kelly O'Hara in concert, and celebrate the holidays with the legendary Kristen Chenoweth and Sandy Patty together in concert. For more information, visit BrokenArrowPAC.com or call 918-259-5778. The Broken Arrow Performing Arts Center and the Kristen Chenoweth Theater, bringing the world to Broken Arrow.
Next up is Cadet Major Mackenzie Munson.
Matthews Ford in Broken Arrow is known for offering nice deals on a great selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs, but we don't stop there. Matthews Ford helps to keep your vehicle running right in the quick lane. Tires, brakes, batteries, oil service, you name it, the factory-trained experts at Quick Lane can handle it, and on your schedule. Give it a try. You'll see why life is better in the quick lane. Log on to MatthewsFordBA.com for a no-hassle, informative, convenient, easy way to shop, which is a nice deal. Matthews Ford.
In the folded flag, we see the heavy price of freedom. Nearly 9 out of 10 dependents of America's fallen and disabled soldiers do not qualify for federal scholarship assistance. The Folds of Honor closes that gap. Join us in this noble mission. Donate today at foldsofhonor.org. This is your call to duty.
Can you hear it? It's the sound of hope and health and strength. It's the sound of compassion, of open doors, where people and machines are in tune and miracles occur. It's the sound of personalized healthcare and active communities. It sounds like life, and it's what you hear when you really listen.
With kids, life is one big adventure. That's why you need a strong financial partner you can count on, like TTCU Federal Credit Union. Right now, you could get $150 when you open a new TTCU checking account. And every time you use your School Pride debit card, TTCU donates to schools. What better way to make a difference? Checking account? Why not call it your living account? TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance.
Matthews Ford keeps your vehicle running right with Quick Lane. Try it and see why life is better in the Quick Lane. Log on to MatthewsFordBA.com for a no-hassle, informative, convenient, easy way to shop, which is a nice deal. Matthews Ford.
'The Tigers of 1953 had a remarkable year as they finished 7-3 in the Verdigris Valley Conference. The team placed 4 seniors on the All-Star team, including co-captains Robert Ingold and Philip Sparling. The season was capped off with a 40-13 pounding of Pryor as the Tigers unleashed a 304-yard ground assault and a 147-yard aerial attack to win the game handily. This great moment in Tiger history is brought to you by First National Bank of Broken Arrow, a loyal fan of our community for over 100 years. First National Bank of Broken Arrow, the right balance.
The AVB Bank Spotlight Series at the Broken Arrow Performing Arts Center is filled with Tony winners. The color purple, Finding Neverland, Tony winner and Oklahoma native Kelly O'Hara in concert, and celebrate the holidays with the legendary Kristen Chenoweth and Sandy Patty together in concert. For more information, visit BrokenArrowPAC.com or call 918-259-5778. The Broken Arrow Performing Arts Center and the Kristen Chenoweth Theater, bringing the world to Broken Arrow.
(1982) was a year of overcoming adversity for the Tigers. After starting the year with a victory over Sand Springs, the rest of the season produced a series of disappointing losses to Memorial, Jenks, McLean, and Muskogee. But there's no quit in the Tigers, as team leaders Bill Zachary, Ronnie Hill, and David Alexander helped the team rise to the occasion and beat East Central to go 5-5 for the year. This great moment in Tiger history is brought to you by First National Bank of Broken Arrow, a loyal fan of our community for over 100 years. First National Bank of Broken Arrow, the right balance.
In the folded flag, we see the heavy price of freedom. Nearly 9 out of 10 dependents of America's fallen and disabled soldiers do not qualify for federal scholarship assistance. The Folds of Honor closes that gap. Join us in this noble mission. Donate today at foldsofhonor.org. This is your call to duty.
Can you hear it? It's the sound of hope and health and strength. It's the sound of compassion, of open doors, where people and machines are in tune and miracles occur. It's the sound of personalized healthcare and active communities. It sounds like life, and it's what you hear when you really listen.
Matthews Ford keeps your vehicle running right with Quick Lane. Try it and see why life is better in the Quick Lane. Log on to MatthewsFordBA.com for a no-hassle, informative, convenient, easy way to shop, which is a nice deal. Matthews Ford.
My name is Abigail Bailey. I was at my yearly checkup when I was 12, and we went and got x-rays, and she diagnosed me with scoliosis and that we needed surgery as soon as possible.
Tulsa Bone and Joint was very compassionate. They took their time with us. They answered questions. He was very encouraging.
Dr. Clark helped me see that there is life after spinal fusion. Just because your spine is fused doesn't mean that you can't do what you love to do.
With kids, life is one big adventure. That's why you need a strong financial partner you can count on, like TTCU Federal Credit Union. Right now, you could get $150 when you open a new TTCU checking account. And every time you use your School Pride debit card, TTCU donates to schools. What better way to make a difference? Checking account? Why not call it your living account? TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance.
Broken Arrow Tiger football is on the air. It's homecoming 2019 as the Tigers host the Yukon Millers tonight. Broken Arrow trying to go to 6-2 on the season, 4-1 in district play. Welcome inside the broadcast booth on top of Memorial Stadium. I'm Charlie Hanema with Steve Spavital, and we'll get with Ryan Wyckoff down to the field in just a minute. Spav, homecoming tonight. The weather is crazy. A lot of running, a lot of ground game we'll expect in this one.
You know, there's a lot of things that you think we need to do is like be able to throw the ball better and really practice on it, but this rain is really going to hinder that. Obviously, the strengths of both these teams are going to be running the football, and it's going to be basically those that make the fewest mistakes, and that's what needs to happen. But I just know Coach Wilkinson somewhere down the line is going to have he's going to tweak his offense a little bit because he knows after that loss there's some things that need to be done.
Let's check in with the third member of our crew. Ryan Wyckoff is down on the field all bundled up, and Ryan, this rain really started to pick up, didn't it?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, since the time we got here a couple hours ago, rain has picked up, wind has picked up. I know earlier Coach A in that interview talked about the wind looking like it might die down. I think it's picked up since then. But I'll tell you what, earlier in the year we had a game where there was a little bit of rain, and we talked about that ball being a little sticky. But I think tonight it's going to be a little more slick, but it's definitely Friday night football weather. Still got some true black and gold Tiger fans out there and a few Yukon fans out here as well.
Ryan, thank you. The Tigers are wearing throwback uniforms tonight, courtesy of our friends at Adidas. They look great tonight, Spav. Gold pants. They've modified the yellow gold that the Tigers used to wear in the 80s and some of the earlier eras to the current Broken Arrow shade of Vegas gold. Shoulder stripes on the sleeve, just like what Coach Alexander wore when he was a player here in the early 1980s.
Well, even the stripe down the helmet and, the old throwback decals, it's just really awesome.
Yeah, new Tiger logo unveiled as a secondary logo, and so BAHS on the helmets with the Tiger there. Yukon will be in the traditional road uniforms, white jerseys, red numbers, and red pants. Yukon will receive to start the game, and the Tigers will kick from the north, so with the wind to start the game tonight. And we are almost ready.
It's that north wind. We haven't had that north wind in a while.
Isaiah Butler is back to return for the Millers. And Tyler Crawford will get this started with the left-footed kick. And we are underway here in Broken Arrow. The kick deep into the end zone, just shy of the end line. So a touchback for the Tigers, the 28th touchback of the season for Tyler Crawford. The Millers will start at their own 20 with the triple option attack led by quarterback Braden Dutton, a 6'1", 175-pound sophomore. He has 51 carries on the year for 120 yards and 4 scores. Just 8 of 32 passing, 25% for 79 yards, 3 touchdowns, and an interception. So you'll see a lot of run game for the Millers tonight.
Yeah, they're unbalancing it right now. They're going to have some little tweaks to it. So
Millers to the line in their option wing T formation. First play is a handoff right up the middle of the fullback, Cameron Foster. He has nice yards up the middle, enough for a first down all the way out to the 33.
see, what's hard about this scheme is they'll leave someone unblocked, and if he doesn't quite squeeze like he needs to, then the backer and him, they have poor communication and poor fitting, and that's kind of what's really tough on this type of an offense. We got to control the fullback. That's the key, is you got to control the fullback.
First and 10, Millers at their own 33-yard line. And off to the fullback, Farmer again. Nope, yep. Try to follow this option attack. It's so different from what we're used to. A lot of counter motion and stuff there. Nice tackle there. I think it was Brandon Barwig on that stop. Gain of about 3 across the 35 to the 36.
I kind of like the way we're doing it. You know, we're putting a safety, just Corey Williams, just right over top of the backers, and he's going to fit where it. Basically, they say he's going to fit where it itches. You know, where he needs to fit. He's going to find it.
Millers under center on second down here. This time a pitch. The ball's on the turf. It's fumbled, and the quarterback Dutton falls on it, back behind the original line of scrimmage at about the 31. So loss of a few there on the first pitch of the night in that triple option for the Millers.
And see, that's what killed. See, they put a tight end in the game there, and they kind of unbalanced the formation. But the problem with this, it's 3rd and 11 now, and they can't throw the football. So this offense has to be efficient on 1st and 2nd downs.
This rain continues to pour here at Memorial Stadium. It's 3rd and 11, Millers at their own 32-yard line. Dutton under center takes the snap. Option left. It's a pitch to the tailback, Caden Hernandez, and Hernandez has a seam at the 50, 40, into Tiger territory, spins off another tackler all the way down inside the 25. Caden Hernandez busts one on the near side for a Miller first down in Broken Arrow territory.
Wow, that was a unique formation too. You know, they put a fullback and a tailback in the game there, and just basically ran the option from there. Kid made a great a great run, had a nice little seam there, ran it down the sideline, had pretty good little speed.
47 yards on that one down to the 21 where it's 1st and 10 Millers. 10:09 to play, first quarter, first drive here of homecoming 2019 between Broken Arrow and Yukon. Dutton takes the snap, gives it to Landon Donahoe, the fullback on this one, and that one is not going very far. Corey Williams crashes to make the tackle there, get him down to the 16. So what looked like was bottled up turns into a short 5-yard gain.
Yeah, they're taking one of those slots. You know, this is the old single wing type offense, and the difference is he's taking one of the slots and putting him as a tailback, and now they're motioning him out, putting him in there. It's kind of unique what they're doing.
2nd down and 5. Motion left to right. Dutton takes a snap, hands off to the fullback. That's Donahoe. Just a couple there before he's tripped up inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
You'll see the difference now is, see, they're in 4-down territory. Now, they've been efficient on 1st and 2nd down, even though we've been doing a good job handling this. You know, here they are, 3rd and 2, and it's very easy to, you know, this is 4 down, so they got 2 downs to hit 2 yards.
Line of scrimmage is the 13. Millers need to get to the Broken Arrow 11. 8:56 to go, first quarter. Opening drive of the game if you're just joining us on a rainy homecoming Friday night.
Now they're running the I formation again here.
Braden Dutton under center, and now there's a whistle, and Jeremy Reed, the Yukon head coach, needs a timeout to think about it.
See, I haven't seen much of the eye on film, and I think it's kind of a unique situation now because now with the eye, they can attack both sides and very effectively. It's almost like having the slot come over top, and there he is in that position.
Timeout on the field here as Yukon is in the middle of its first drive on 3rd down and 2 coming up here from the 13-yard line as the Tigers or the Broken Arrow crowd, I should say, is recognizing our TTCU teacher of the game. That's Jill Taylor down there, high school math teacher. Jill Taylor was nominated by varsity cheerleader Robbie Armstrong, who said Miss Taylor not only helped with math but was a great influence on her students. Our friends at TTCU Federal Credit Union are presenting her with a $100 gift card and a goodie bag. Thank you to our friends at TTCU Federal Credit Union for supporting Broken Arrow Schools. That's Jill Taylor, our TTCU teacher of the game.
That's great.
Back out of the timeout here, 8:43 to go, opening quarter. This is the first drive of the game. It will be play number 6 for the Yukon Millers.
Now they got ends over now.
Quarterback sneak trying to just pick up that first down, and the Millers have it. A nice push up front, and Braden Dutton gets inside the 10-yard line to the 9, enough for a first down.
Well, I'm seeing them do so many different formations. They put the end over this time, or the wide receiver over, and the inside guy's ineligible because they're both on the line of scrimmage. But it's going to determine whether they can block or not. Can they block our guys? I'm kind of anxious to see if their wide receivers can block.
First and goal from the 9-yard line. Millers will rearrange the formation. Twin receivers to the right. Braden Dutton under center takes the snap. Pitch to the right side. It's Makari Slaughter. Slaughter makes one cut, and he is in. Touchdown, Millers. And Yukon strikes first on a convincing drive down the field.
Well, they had more bodies than we did. I mean, it was pretty simple. What they did is they took both wide receivers over, and then they took the slot. One of the slots moved it back into the I formation, and they ran to the slot side where the two receivers are, and they had more bodies than we did.
They had 21, Caden Hernandez, lead blocking, and he didn't have to touch a soul.
No, because there's no one to block.
Extra point is up and good from Cody Watson. And with 8:08 to go in the first quarter, Yukon strikes first, 7-0. This is Broken Arrow football.
The Tigers of 1953 had a remarkable year as they finished 7-3 in the Verdigris Valley Conference. The team placed 4 seniors on the All-Star team, including co-captains Robert Ingold and Philip Sparling. The season was capped off with a 40-13 pounding of Pryor as the Tigers unleashed a 304-yard ground assault and a 147-yard aerial attack to win the game handily. This great moment in Tiger history is brought to you by First National Bank of Broken Arrow, a loyal fan of our community for over 100 years. First National Bank of Broken Arrow, the right balance.
Directional kick by Yukon, fair caught by Isaiah Keller at the 34-yard line. Broken Arrow will take over 1st and 10, trailing Yukon 7-0 after the Millers went 8 plays, 80 yards in 3 minutes and 52 seconds, capped off by a 9-yard touchdown run by Makari Slaughter.
It was kind of an impressive drive. They did a good job mixing their formations and really, dictating to us.
Tigers come out in Wildcat to start the drive. Isaiah Keller ready to take the snap. He'll keep it himself on the Wildcat run right. Sanchez Banks lead blocking. Keller has nice yards across the 50. He's inside the 40, tiptoes down the sideline, 20, 15, 10, to the house. Isaiah Keller, touchdown, Broken Arrow.
Well, that was a quick response. That's awesome.
The Tigers come out with Special K, and Isaiah Keller takes it 66 yards to the house.
I tell you what, I knew Coach Wilkinson was going to do something You know, he's going to tweak something tonight, and he did a great job right there, just starting right off the bat in the Wildcat.
Nice cutback by Keller, tipped out down that sideline, and now Tyler Crawford will come on for the PAT and try to tie this thing up. Snap, spot, left-footed extra point from Tyler Crawford is up and good. So with 7:51 to go in the first quarter, we are now tied at 7 after just one offensive play.
That was impressive. Golly. You know, and Keller touched the ball on all offensive possessions already. He caught the kickoff, and then he took the snap all the way for a touchdown. That's quite impressive. Get the ball in the hands of one of our athletes and go to work with them.
That is the second longest play of the year for the Tigers. 66 yards is now the longest rushing touchdown of the year. Keller had a 75-yard touchdown catch in the Union game. Just a few minutes ago before the game, the Broken Arrow High School was able to crown a homecoming king and queen. This year's winners, Hannah Hoffman and Zeno Marcaselli. So congratulations to Zeno, senior outside linebacker, and Hannah Hoffman, a cheerleading candidate. We'll hope to show you some of them being crowned a little bit later on in the evening. Crawford is ready to kick this thing off. Tigers with the wind here again, so I would not expect much of a return on this one.
No, he'll kick it out of the end zone again.
Crawford toe to leather, and this driving kick will go into the end zone as well. So another touchback for Crawford, and the Millers will start their second drive of the game at their own 20.
See, this is the difference also, too, with the wind. The wind is such a factor right now. The rain has kind of stopped a little bit, but the wind is such a huge factor right now. When they kick the ball, you know, we got the ball on the 35, 36-yard line there. And now they're forced to get it on the 20 each time. So there's a difference. There's yardage difference. That's that hidden yardage I keep talking about.
Yukon offense back on the field, and we're ready to go. 7:51 to go, first quarter, tied at 7. Millers keep it, pitch it far side to Makari Slaughter, and Slaughter has about 9 before he's hit and brought down by Javian Franklin just inside the 30 at the 29-yard line.
That was a good tackle, too. That was a nice tackle coming off the receiver block. The receivers are impressing me right now, just blocking the ball, you know, our corners and stuff, which is kind of tough to do.
2nd and 1 coming here from the 29-yard line.
I see Javian came out, and Jalen's in there now.
Hopefully he's okay. We've been struggling with secondary being able to stay healthy. Dive fake up the middle. They give it to the fullback. This is Donahoe. He's across the 30 to the 31. Enough for a Miller first down. Let's go down to Ryan.
Yeah, 22 Franklin came off, and he was definitely in some pain. It looks like probably something with a left wrist or something like that, so just something to look for. Looks like the trainers are looking at him right now.
Ryan, thank you. 1st and 10, Millers at their own 31-yard line. Javian Franklin came into the starting lineup to replace Marion Horn at the Westmore game and then has stayed in ever since. From the 31-yard line, here comes Yukon. Pitch on the left side. That's the up back Hernandez. Hernandez across the 50. He has a seam as he stretches back toward far side right. One man to beat. It's Jalen Johnson. He dives for him, and he's not going to get him. Caden Hernandez to the house. A 69-yard touchdown run for the Millers.
What a great little run.
And the Tiger defense is having all sorts of trouble with this triple option attack.
You know, we solidified the fullback. You know, I always talk about you got to control the fullback in this offense. But, boy, they're killing us on the edges.
Millers hung 49 points on Westmore in a 50-49 loss last week. And they're hot again. Extra point from Cody Watson is up and good. 6:31 to go first quarter, and it's Yukon 14, Broken Arrow 7.
Yeah, they just got on the edge. I tell you what, their receivers are doing a good job blocking. What they're doing is they're just getting in their way, and those backs are just basically they're just running at our defender. And whatever side he takes, he's taking the other side. They're doing a good job with that. Those receivers aren't trying to block real aggressively. They're just there to get in their way.
Coach Alexander down on the field has his leather jacket on, and everybody trying to stay warm and dry in their own way. Got some Tiger fans and ponchos, a lot of umbrellas on both sides. Kind of an interesting atmosphere for homecoming. Unfortunately, no Pride of Broken Arrow tonight. You just can't get those instruments wet, so the stadium is a little, I would say dry, but that's the wrong word with the weather tonight. The rain looks like it has stopped for now. It's supposed to kind of be on and off throughout the night, so we'll see how this goes. Yukon ready to kick this off. Looks like a directional kick again will come here. Now it's a squib, kind of an onside style, and it's fielded by the Tigers at the 45-yard line. That's Judean Floyd Wright. So good field position again for Broken Arrow, but the Tigers trailing 14-7.
This is like shades of Owasso kickoff team.
It's interesting, Spaff, because Watson's got a pretty good leg. We watched him kick the extra point, and, I guess they just don't either want to take a chance with some of our speedsters back there, or they don't want to play the wind.
But you're just giving us a huge field position.
I know. I just work here.
I know. It just drives me nuts.
Jake Rains leading the Tiger offense this drive out of the shotgun. He takes the snap, hands off to Kewan Tolbert. Far side left. Tolbert across the 50. Close to first down yardage. He's got it. A First National Bank first down across the 45 to the 44 of the Millers.
Yeah, just running a quick zone. I'm just Tolbert's back. That's nice to see that. But I tell you what, that Banks kid did a great job last week for rushing for 119 yards against Santa Fe.
I think we'll see him again, maybe even on this play. Jake Rains out of the gun. Hands up. That's Tolbert. He's going to go back to the right side, and Tolbert has all sorts of room. Bounces off a man. First down yardage again. Another strong run for the Tigers down to the 31-yard line, and 2 plays and 2 First National Bank first downs.
Yeah, he's finding the seam there. He's being patient when he's getting the ball, and he's just finding it. We're just running like a little stretch play, and he can cut it back or bounce it or do whatever. He's finding the seam right now. He's real patient with the ball.
Flag came in late on that one, so we'll back it all the way up. Here's our referee. Holding was the call. So it'll be first and a bunch at the BA 46-yard line. Line to gain is still the Miller 34. Sanchez Banks is the tailback this time. Rains out of the gun. Hands it to Banks straight ahead. And a nice job getting in there by Yukon defender. It's kind of tough to catch a number on him.
Number 18.
Yeah, 18, Luke Ringwald got in there.
Well, the thing is he came from behind to get that thing because we pulled up in the hole there and we were moving. And he chased him from behind and got him in that play.
2nd and 16 coming here from the Tiger 49-yard line. 5:15 to go, first quarter. Tigers trailing 14-7. Jake Rains rolling right, passes caught by Keon Barnett. Barnett across the 40. Still shy of the line to gain, but he gets down to the 39-yard line where it'll be third and a much more manageable 5 or so. Let's go down to Ryan Wyckoff.
Something to note, and you just saw a pass just now. Well, the guy holding the footballs, the extra footballs, does have them in a trash bag, and so now that the rain has stopped, there's a likelihood that it's not going to be a slick or anything. So could see some more passes.
We'll see, Ryan. Thank you. 3rd down and 5 from the Miller 39-yard line. Jake Rains takes the snap, hands it off to Sanchez Banks, and Banks is not able to get much. In fact, no gain or maybe even a loss of an inch or two, and Tigers have a 4th down decision here at the 39-yard line.
Yeah, that was quite an unusual play. No pull, just running a little zone in there.
Tigers quick to the line.
That's 2 backs.
4th and 5. I formation behind Jake Rains. Rains now backs out from under center.
Tried to freeze him.
And Coach Alexander will take his first time out of the first half.
Well, we almost got him too. It was a great decision. We went and froze the snap. And you could see them tweaking there. It was pretty borderline whether he came across or not.
So timeout Tigers. We'll keep it here with 4:20 to go in the first quarter. It'll be 4th down and 5 from the 39-yard line. We mentioned it's homecoming here at Memorial Stadium earlier tonight. There's Zeno Marcaselli and Hannah Hoffman, your 2019 King and Queen. Zeno, a senior outside linebacker for the Tigers, and Hannah, the cheerleading candidate. So congratulations, Zeno Marcaselli and Hannah Hoffman. And a happy homecoming to everybody here in Broken Arrow and alums who may be tuning in all across the world on arrowvision.tv. Spav, our ratings must be through the roof tonight with the weather.
Yeah, it must be.
A lot of folks, you can tell, in the chairback seats in front of us that are hopefully gathered around their televisions somewhere warm and dry. Shout out to our student crew on the cameras and our
and
staff.
We got us a game,
well.
too. We're going for it. 4th and 5, 4th and 4.
4th down and 5 here from the 39-yard line. Raines takes the snap, hands off. This is Tolbert. He spins. He's got plenty of room for a first down to the 32-yard line. Another First National Bank first down, and the Tigers will try and move the ball.
What's crazy is you don't think most teams with 4th and 4.5, 5, that you would just run an off-tackle play like that. We didn't run the power. We just ran the little zone in there and had plenty of room.
1st and 10, Tigers at the Miller 32-yard line. Jake Raines takes the shotgun snap. Play fake. He's going to set up to pass. Has Keller open deep. Keller hauls it in, stretches for the pylon, and he's in. Touchdown, Broken Arrow.
What a great catch. Oh, my gosh. That kid is unbelievable.
Here's the replay.
Unbelievable.
Raines with the play fake, sets up, pump fakes, and just fires a strike to Isaiah Keller. His 5th touchdown catch of the season, the 8th of his career receiving. Also has that rushing touchdown. So Isaiah Keller keeping this Tiger offense in it early. Crawford on for the extra point. Snap, spot. The left-footed kick is blocked by the Millers. First extra point miss of the season. Looks like the Tigers had a little bit of trouble with the hold, had to spin it there, and so maybe the delay caused that block. 14-13, Yukon leading the Tigers here in the first quarter. 3:41 to go. This is Broken Arrow football.
Matthews Ford in Broken Arrow is known for offering nice deals on a great selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs, but we don't stop there. Matthews Ford helps to keep your vehicle running right in the quick lane. Tires, brakes, batteries, oil service, you name it, the factory-trained experts at Quick Lane can handle it, and on your schedule. Give it a try. You'll see why life is better in the quick lane. Log on to MatthewsFordBA.com for a no-hassle, informative, convenient, easy way to shop, which is a nice deal. Matthews Ford.
My name is Abigail Bailey. I was at my yearly checkup when I was 12, and we went and got x-rays, and she diagnosed me with scoliosis and that we needed surgery as soon as possible.
Tulsa Bone and Joint was very compassionate. They took their time with us. They answered questions. He was very encouraging.
Dr. Clark helped me see that there is life after spinal fusion. Just because your spine is fused doesn't mean that you can't do what you love to do.
.341 to go here in the first quarter. Yukon leading Broken Arrow 14-13. Points aplenty on this rainy homecoming Friday night. Charlie Hannema, Steve Spavital, and Ryan Wyckoff back with you here at Broken Arrow Memorial Stadium as Tyler Crawford's left-footed kick is a bomb deep into the end zone. No return, and so for the 3rd time tonight, Yukon will start at its own 20-yard line.
Well, I tell you what, we need to stop now because it just seems like each is scoring every time they get the football, and it seems like it's pretty easy too. So we need to get a 3-and-out right here and get good field position and go down in and take the lead.
Millers needed just 3 plays to score on their last drive. Yukon averaging 26.9 points per game.
And now they're at that end over again now, so they're unbalanced.
First down play is a handoff up the middle to Cameron Farmer. He gets to the 25. And it's 2nd down and 5.
See, that's the fullback game. Now, see, they're really fishing on the first down now.
Let's go down to Ryan for an injury update.
Yeah, you'll notice right now we got Jalen Johnson and Marion Horn out there, I believe, playing corner. I still haven't seen any of Franklin 22. I think he's still under the tent, and his helmet is still underneath the bench. So,
all right, Ryan, thanks. We'll keep an eye on that. 2nd and 5. Option right. It's a pitch to Makari Slaughter. Slaughter cuts back, has the first down across the 30. They'll chop him down close to the 35-yard line, but a 10-yard run by Makari Slaughter.
Yeah, he just kind of ran the edge. We had that pretty much defended pretty well, but he just outran us on the edge there. We're having a little difficulty figuring out what to stop and how to fit this option game right now. We got to settle down, be patient, and do what we're supposed to do. Do your assignment and not others.
1st and 10, Yukon at its own 35-yard line. 2:29 to go first quarter. Yukon leading Broken Arrow 14-13. Millers run the option again. Fullback dive up the middle. Cameron Farmer, the ball carrier. Give him 4 to the 39.
Yeah, they're getting more yardage than I figured they would on this fullback.
If you hear some random music throughout the night, it's from the Tigers down there in the north end zone. Without the pride and with the small crowd tonight, that just the music they play to dance to just carries. So if you're wondering what are they doing, it's not coming out of the PA system, but it's from the dance squad down there in the north end zone. 2nd down and 6.
Oh, fumble.
Millers have all sorts of trouble. It was the quarterback Dutton who get just swallowed up by half the Broken Arrow defense, and the Millers will be behind the chains here on 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback takes the ball, and he fumbles the ball to the line of scrimmage. He picks it up, goes back 2-3 yards, and then goes down. That doesn't make sense. Just covered there.
Parker Darnell and Corey Williams in on that tackle, and it's 3rd down and long. Millers tonight 2 for 2 on 3rd down, so hopefully Broken Arrow can stop that streak right here.
They're going to try to put the ball in the perimeter.
Motion left to right. Millers run that option left pitch to Caden Hernandez. Hernandez gets across the 40 before Bryce Machota brings him down at the 41-yard line. So it'll be 4th and 4. And we'll see.
That play just looked like it was in slow motion right there. Also what they try to do is make them vision-wise. They were trying to get us that they're going to run to the wide side of the field, and then they came back and ran to the short side. So
offense is on the field. Millers are going to go for it. Offenses are 50%, 7 of 14 on the season against the Tiger defense on 4th down.
This is that unbalance.
All sorts of confusion now. They'll reset. They ran a halfback or an H-back motion there, and now they reset the play. Play clock down to 2, down to 1. Quick to the line here. They got it off just barely. It's going to pitch right to Slaughter. Slaughter has a seam and the first down across the 45 to the 47-yard line. Adonis Ballard got the tackle, but not before the Millers could convert a 4th down.
Well, we're a man short. We've got to figure this out because we're not being very effective right now. Because when they're running that unbalance and they're putting that guy in motion or they're putting him in the I formation, we have a corner out here about 5 yards. So we're in there playing with 10 guys on their 11.
First quarter comes to an end. Yukon leading Broken Arrow 14-13. Millers have the ball 1st and 10. When we come back, this is Broken Arrow football.
Can you hear it? It's the sound of hope and health and strength. It's the sound of compassion, of open doors, where people and machines are in tune and miracles occur. It's the sound of personalized healthcare and active communities. It sounds like life, and it's what you hear when you really listen.
The AVB Bank Spotlight Series at the Broken Arrow Performing Arts Center is filled with Tony winners. The color purple, Finding Neverland, Tony winner and Oklahoma native Kelly O'Hara in concert, and celebrate the holidays with the legendary Kristen Chenoweth and Sandy Patty together in concert. For more information, visit BrokenArrowPAC.com or call 918-259-5778. The Broken Arrow Performing Arts Center and the Kristen Chenoweth Theater, bringing the world to Broken Arrow.
About ready to start the second quarter here on homecoming in Broken Arrow. Yukon leading BA 14-13. The Millers have 188 rushing yards after one quarter. Tiger defense has averaged just 106 yards allowed, as Broken Arrow is recognizing tonight's Quick Trip hometown hero. That's Sergeant Kevin Christensen. He's also the head of marketing for the Folds of Honor Foundation, so thank you, Sergeant Christensen, for your service to our country. Millers have the ball just inside Broken Arrow territory. Or don't check that. The announcer got confused and we changed ends. So Millers in their own territory, 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line. Braden Dutton, quick pass. That's caught by Caden Hernandez on the far side left. Hernandez has a few. He's going to get across the 50 into Tiger territory before Jadean Floyd Wright and Marion Horn brought him down.
You don't see too many people throw the ball on the edge like that and get that many yards on us.
This is the 33rd pass attempt of the season for Yukon, the 9th completion for the starting quarterback, Dutton. I guess Levi Davis, the backup's 1 of 7. So a few more passes than that, but not much. 2nd and 5 coming here from the Tiger 47-yard line. Slaughter in motion to the left. Hand off to the fullback, and that didn't go much of anywhere. Zeno Marcaselli, the homecoming king, on the tackle. It'll be 3rd down and 3.
Yeah, it was Marcaselli's doing a good job. I'm telling you, I really like what he's doing.
Ryan told us during the last break it looks like Javian Franklin will not return to tonight's game, likely a shoulder or some sort of upper body injury. So the Tigers lose another defender. 3rd down and 3. It's a fullback handoff here. It's Farmer, and Farmer somehow spun out of the pile and gets all the way inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. A 17-yard run and another 1st down for Yukon.
I tell you, we didn't stone him, but we stoned the offensive lineman, and he ran in the back of their offensive lineman, and we didn't once tackle him at that point. He just kept his feet and spun and made good yardage.
1st and 10, Yukon at the Tiger 28-yard line. Slaughter again, motion right to left. Quarterback keeps it. They're going to pitch it to Slaughter. He bobbles the ball but has it, and Corey Callens Jr. hits him and brings him down close to the line of scrimmage.
See, every time they've come back with that play, they're showing that they're going to run wide, and then they come back, they counter back and run the other way. Every time they do that, it hasn't been effective for them.
This portion of Tiger football brought to you by our One Club sponsors, St. John Broken Arrow and Tulsa Bone & Joint, the official health care providers of the Broken Arrow Tigers, TTCU Federal Credit Union, Matthews Ford, the Arrow Group, and First National Bank of Broken Arrow. Thank you all for your support. 2nd down and 10. It's a pitch left. Caden Hernandez is trying to stretch it out. Fights off first pressure there and somehow turns it into a yard. Campbell was there. Kane Hadaway brings him down after a yard at the 27.
Campbell did a great job forcing it at that point, forcing it in. I tell you, this is good because we're in the red zone. It's 3rd and 9 right now. That's exactly where you want them right now. Now, my thinking is they're probably going to get to that unbalanced look and see what we can do, see if we're going to be able to adjust to that.
Play clock is down to 10. Miller's now coming to the line on 3rd down and 9. 9 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Yukon 14, Broken Arrow 13. Neither offense has been stopped so far tonight. Dutton takes the snap, drops back. It's a pass over the middle. That's complete. Down inside the 10-yard line. Jadean Floyd Wright on the tackle. They dropped it off to Colton DeKinder. He's their leading receiver. That's his 5th catch of the year.
Well, you're thinking it's going to be wide, and that's just the tight end down in the middle there.
1st down and goal from the 10-yard line. 8:36 to go, second quarter. Yukon 14, Broken Arrow 13 on homecoming here at Memorial Stadium. Braden Dutton, the Yukon quarterback, under center, takes the snap. It's a handoff to Farmer, and he gets a couple down to the 8.
Yeah, great tackle. We had a great tackle by Garrett Hensley. He did a good job in there, making a good tackle.
Tigers changed the starting lineup up on this defensive line. They moved Jalen Moss out to an end. Brandon Barwick got the start at D-tackle. Corey Callens and Parker Darnell stayed in their spots at nose and other end, respectively. But Kane Hadaway is back in at defensive end. Jalen Moss, don't see him on the field right now. Second down and goal from the 8-yard line. Option right. It's a pitch. The quarterback just got blown up, but Caden Hernandez is going to stretch for the goal line, and he's in. Touchdown, Yukon. Hernandez scores from 8 yards out.
What a great run, though. God, the quarterback took a serious hit, too. That's what you want. That's a good job there by Zeno. Zeno hit him.
Second touchdown of the game for Caden Hernandez, the 6th of the season. And Yukon has come into Broken Arrow and scored on each of its first 3 drives. Extra point by Cody Watson is up and good. 7:32 to go first half. Yukon 21, Broken Arrow 13. This is Broken Arrow football.
With kids, life is one big adventure. That's why you need a strong financial partner you can count on, like TTCU Federal Credit Union. Right now, you could get $150 when you open a new TTCU checking account. And every time you use your School Pride debit card, TTCU donates to schools. What better way to make a difference? Checking account? Why not call it your living account? TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance.
My name is Abigail Bailey. I was at my yearly checkup when I was 12, and we went and got x-rays, and she diagnosed me with scoliosis and that we needed surgery as soon as possible.
Tulsa Bone and Joint was very compassionate. They took their time with us. They answered questions. He was very encouraging.
Dr. Clark helped me see that there is life after spinal fusion. Just because your spine is fused doesn't mean that you can't do what you love to do.
Watson's kickoff.
7:32 to go here in the second quarter. Yukon leading Broken Arrow 21-13. It was a 14-play, 80-yard touchdown drive, capped off by an 8-yard run by Caden Hernandez. This time, Yukon's kick will be returned. Torrey Dillard fields it at his 1-yard line, angling back to the left of the hash marks, across the 20, 25, 30, still on his feet, breaks a tackle to 40, and he's going to get all the way to the 44-yard line before he's brought down by Nate Hahn.
He might as well just kick the high onside kick.
Maybe you figured out why they were trying that.
I know, that was awesome. I love it when we do this. You can see they're stopping their feet. They're not keeping their lanes. So, you know, you're going to do that against us. We've got the cats back there that can take it to the house.
Sanchez Banks is the Tiger tailback to start this drive. 1st and 10 Broken Arrow from their own 44, trailing 21-13. Jake Raines claps his hands to call for the shotgun snap. Handoff to Banks up the middle, across the 50, rumbling into Yukon territory, and a flag comes in late.
Well, we're running trips with the tight end to the field, and even the back is to the field. So that's quads, we call it, and running back into the boundary and to the weak side.
Mark McClendon is tonight's referee, and he's got a face mask on Yukon. That's 5-yard variety, but enough for a First National Bank first down.
Yeah, we're just waiting for them to adjust. They're adjusting too much to the field, to the formation, and then we're bringing it back to the other side and having more bodies than they have.
7:07 to go first half. Broken Arrow trailing Yukon 21-13. Tigers with the ball, 1st and 10 at the Yukon 43-yard line. And whistle before the snap as Jeremy Reed needs another timeout.
Love this formation too. We've got a wing to one side and twins to the other, and we're trapping with the wing guy. I love this play. I love what he's doing with it. These are good little tweaks here with Coach Wilkinson.
Coming off the loss to Edmond Santa Fe last week, the district race is all sorts of chaos. There are 5 teams actually at 3-1. Broken Arrow, Edmond Santa Fe, Jenks, Norman, and Westmore. I would tell you the district points, but they really don't matter at this point because so many teams still have to play each other. Edmond Santa Fe is playing Westmore this week, then at Jenks and Norman. So 3 tough games for the Wolves to end it. Jenks goes to Norman tonight, then Santa Fe and Westmore. Norman again with Jenks as we start to kind of pencil this in at Westmore at Santa Fe. Westmore has at Santa Fe, Norman, and at Jenks. The Tigers, meanwhile, have Yukon, Edmond Memorial at home next week, and then a road finale at Enid. So Broken Arrow, despite a loss, still in great shape in the district race, but the Tigers have work to do here to try and slow down the Yukon Millers.
Yeah, Jenks is up really big on Norman, 27-6 right now.
Back ready to go here. 1st and 10, Tigers of the Yukon 13. Jake Raines takes the shotgun snap, hands it off to Sanchez Banks. Banks looking for a seam, bounces it up the middle. He's got first down yardage inside the 35. Spot him down to the 32, a First National Bank first down, and the Tigers are moving it on this drive as well.
I love this kid. You know, here again, we're running that trips to the tight end, you know, with the back there, quads, and running it back weak. You know, he cut the thing back. He's just he's patient, finding the holes and accelerating through it. Really nice run.
1st and 10, Tigers at the 32-yard line. Raines keeps it to Banks. Up the middle he goes, tries to cut it back, and man, it takes 4 Millers to bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, we're bringing another lineman over there, so we're having more people than they do. So we're being really effective with this. You can see how the fullback went to his left and then ended up being a lead guy to the right.
Nice block there by 44 Mitchell Banning. A gain of 8 for Sanchez. 2nd and 2, Tigers coming from the 24-yard line. Banks, 5 carries on the night, 31 yards. Raines under center, play fake. He's going to roll right under pressure, avoids it. Now he's just going to scramble. Back up the middle he goes, across the 20 into the Matt McCoy State Farm red zone, and Raines scrambles for a First National Bank first down.
That was great because he was almost sacked. That's kind of difficult on a bootleg. You don't see that very often. Could have been sacked. He avoided that and got the first down. Nice job by Jake.
They'll mark him at the 19-yard line. Raines tonight 2 of 2, passing for 42 yards. That was his first carry. Give him 5 on the play. Hand off to Kewan Tolbert here on first down. He gets a couple before he was brought down by Carson Creech.
Well, that's the first time I've seen the power, and we ran it.
Carson Creech making the stop.
Kewan Tolbert is going to go down to the turf, and he's looking like he's got ankle trouble again. Tolbert has been battling a high ankle injury all season, and he pounds the turf as he can tell that it might have flared up on him again. Ryan, did you have a look at anything on that one?
I didn't see anything in particular, but he knew something was wrong as soon as he was on the ground. You could tell, and then as soon as he tried to get up, I think he could tell that there was something difficult with it. But looks like ankle. His left foot, as he's having help off, his left foot is the one that is up off the turf right now.
Ryan, thanks. Athletic trainer Daniel Stewart and Grace Warren helping Tolbert off, and man, he's one of those glue guys, and the Tigers really have missed his presence on offense and on defense at that cornerback spot.
God, he's a kid. We just thought he was getting back healthy, you know, and I just feel so bad for him right now.
We'll see if that's something he can bounce back from tonight or not. 2nd down and 8 coming for the Tigers at the Yukon 17-yard line. Jake Raines claps his hands, calls for the shotgun snap, drops back to pass, pump fake, firing for the end zone.
Move.
And it's Torrey Dillard hauling it in for a Tiger touchdown.
Pass complete to Torrey Dillard.
Great job. Double move. Ran a double move.
Tiger PD.
Got the kid stopped and just got the defender to stop his feet and took it to the house right there. Nice play.
17-yard touchdown pass for Jake Raines, his 2nd of the night. It's 21-19. Tigers will just go for 1 here with the extra point. Bryce Machota to hold. Tyler Crawford trying to get things back on track here. Snap spot, high snap. Machota gets it down. Crawford's left-footed extra point is up and good. 4:48 to go first half. Yukon leads Broken Arrow 21-20. This is Broken Arrow football.
The Tigers of 1953 had a remarkable year as they finished 7-3 in the Verdigris Valley Conference. The team placed 4 seniors on the All-Star team, including co-captains Robert Ingold and Philip Sparling. The season was capped off with a 40-13 pounding of Pryor as the Tigers unleashed a 304-yard ground assault and a 147-yard aerial attack to win the game handily. This great moment in Tiger history is brought to you by First National Bank of Broken Arrow, a loyal fan of our community for over 100 years. First National Bank of Broken Arrow, the right balance.
.448 to go here in the first half. It's been a shootout. Yukon leads Broken Arrow 21-20. The Tigers connecting on a 17-yard touchdown pass from Jake Rains to Torrey Dillard. That kept off a 6-play, 55-yard touchdown drive. Tigers kicking into the wind this time, so Tyler Crawford will go with the directional kick. It angles toward the near side. Yukon makes the fair catch. It was one of their receivers, Colton Finney.
Nice kick, too.
Kewan Tolbert was helped off on that last drive, and that's not the only injury news for the Tigers. Let's go back down to Ryan.
Yeah, Charlie, number 4, Corey Williams, who had gone under concussion protocol a few games ago, I believe, Westmore. He does not have his helmet with him. I didn't see a play that had happened, but had some trainers talking to him. Doesn't look like he will come back into the game. Maybe some of those symptoms from that concussion are coming back.
Man, Tigers really struggling with that defensive secondary. Jalen Johnson is the corner on one side. Marion Horn on the other side. The safeties are Ballard and Machota, and the Millers have all sorts of room on first down here. This is Donahoe, and he's going to stretch all the way inside the 30 to the 26-yard line. A quick hitter to the fullback, Landon Donahoe, and Spav, this Tiger defense is struggling with this option attack.
Well, they're running like what we used to call a nasty slot. They have a tight end, they flex them a little bit, and then they put the wing inside of it. So they're forcing us to line up wider than we normally do, and then they're coming right underneath. That's kind of difficult. That's something I don't know if we've worked on, but it's something that is very difficult to line up to unless you practice.
Clock running, 4:15 to go first half. Yukon 21, Broken Arrow 20. Millers with the ball, 1st and 10 at the Tiger 26-yard line. They'll give it up the middle to Donahoe again, still on his feet.
Same play.
He's at the 20, and so the Millers are knocking on the door of the red zone. And Yukon just continues to move the ball on the ground against this Broken Arrow defense.
Well, they're doing the same thing. It's like we have a 3 and a 9 technique, but what happens is they're flexing the 9 technique out wider and bringing the slot back underneath inside, and it's just we're playing the wrong guy. We need to bring him inside leverage.
Millers are up to 290 yards of offense in this first half. 22 through the air, 268 on the ground. They're averaging 376 yards rushing and 392 yards per game. Here's his handoff to Donahoe.
Trying to run the same play again.
Third time's the charm for the Tiger defense. Stop for no gain on that one, but it'll be 3rd down and 4. Miller still threatening at the Tiger 20.
Yeah, this is where we get tough. We're in the red zone now. Let's get tough. We know that this is 4-down territory, too.
With the injury to Corey Williams, the Tigers look like they've moved Bryce Machota back to that other safety spot. They had brought him up to outside linebacker with Darian Moss out, but Jadean Floyd Wright is the other outside linebacker here. 3rd down and 4 for the Millers.
This is that unbalanced situation.
Keeper, pitch right. Makari Slaughter gets hit by Adonis Ballard and spun down close to the line to gain. It'll be 4th down and very short. 4th and less than 1, it looks like.
Well, that was that unbalanced formation there where, they came and pitched it. We did a good job. He did a great job of coming off of the wide receiver's block and making a play.
4th down and 1 here from the 18-yard line. 17, check that. 2:05 to go first half.
Yeah, last time they did this, it's quarterback sneak. Let's see what they do.
Quarterback Braden Dutton went under center, now backs out, looks back to the sideline. Play clock comes to 0, and Jeremy Reed will use his last timeout of the first half with 1:51 to go.
Timeout. Charge to Yukon.
The Yukon coach does a good job utilizing his timeouts too in a good fashion. You know, when you have a ball control offense like this, utilizing these timeouts is real crucial, not only for rest but also just for adjustment's sake, to see what they're doing. Because anytime you put a new formation out there or you tweak a formation, you're not quite sure how they're going to line up. So, you know, you need to see these things, and then you got to be able to adjust to that yourself offensively.
Both teams are 1 for 1 on 4th down. Yukon is 4 of 6 on 3rd down tonight. So Tigers have had trouble getting off the field. 1:51 to go, first half. Millers leading Broken Arrow 21-20. We still have not seen a defensive stop at any point in this first half. Yukon was in a shootout last week, 50-49, a loss to Westmore. Before that, Jenks beat Yukon 68-14. Millers 2-5 on the year, 1-3 in the district. Yukon's offense is back on the field here. 4th down 1 coming from the 17-yard line.
See, you could see we're utilizing the quarterback sneak.
Braden Dutton sneaks it here on 4th
and he
down.
Still got it.
Looks like he's got enough for the first down. We haven't seen the official signal yet. They're going to run the clock as they think about this. Could be a factor at some point, and referee Mark McClendon is looking at it on that far side, and he signals for the first down. So 1:33 to go in the half. Millers convert another first down on a 4th down, so it'll be 1st and 10 from the 16 as this drive continues.
See, I thought that's why they called the timeout to begin with, because they saw us with 4 people in the gaps there playing the quarterback sneak.
Millers hurry to the line. Line of scrimmage is the 16-yard line. Hand off to Farmer. He gets inside the 15 to the 13. Clock continues to run. 1:05 to go in the half. Millers out of timeouts. Tigers have 2 should they need them.
Brings up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, they're still trying to run that play. You know, this is their play of this drive right here, is they're running that off tackle play to the nasty slot position.
2nd down 7 from the 12. Dutton keeps it on the fake. Now pitches to Makari Slaughter, and Slaughter is going to go right into the end zone for another Miller touchdown.
That's that unbalanced. That was that unbalanced play again that they've had success on the whole game. Now this is something that we're going to have to go into halftime and adjust to that, because this is where we are definitely a man short wherever we go in this one.
2nd touchdown of the first half for Makari Slaughter. Watson on for the extra point. Snap spot, it's up, and it's good. 34 seconds to go in the first half. Yukon now leading Broken Arrow 28-20.
You know, this whole half just took an hour. I mean, this is just some football right here. This is just running up and down. Both teams are running up and down the field here. This is a crazy game.
Hey, think about the speed of the game. There have been 5 passes thrown. All 5 have been completed. So no incompletions to stop the clock. And there's only been a couple plays out of bounds.
Exactly. I mean, this is 2 good offensive football teams right here.
Yukon averaging 27 points a game. The Millers have hit that in the first half. Their season high was 38 points. Well, 49 points in that loss last week. Their season high in a win was 31 against Santa Fe. They hung 38 in a loss to Norman, 35 in a loss at Moore.
But you know, they've had 310 total yards of offense in the first half. That is incredible.
Cody Watson's kick goes into the end zone for a touchback. 34 seconds to go, first half here. And we'll see if the Tigers go for a quick 2-minute drill. They've scored on 1 play already tonight with the Keller Wildcat run. So with 2 timeouts, might as well give it a shot here if you think possessions could be an issue with the way this game's been going.
Go get after it. But I'm telling you, when they have 310 yards and a half, when was the last time that's ever happened to us? It's been a long time.
Jake Raines out of the gun, 1st and 10 from the 20. 34 seconds to go, first half. Tigers down 28-20. Raines, shotgun snap, back to pass, has time. Now he's going to step up and run it across the 25. Slides down, close to the line to gain, right at the 30. They're going to put him down at the 29. Clock running, 25 and counting. 23, 22. Tigers to the line and no huddle.
I like what I'm seeing.
Raines takes the snap with 16 seconds to go. Pass near side. Torrey Dillard catches it, has enough for a First National Bank first down. Clock will stop quickly while they set the ball. I don't know why you wouldn't take a timeout here. You got 2 of them left in just 10 seconds. But they're going to go try and hurry up and catch him off guard. 3 receivers right. Raines will spike it, and no time runs off with 10 seconds to go.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering what we were going to do, if we were going to spike the ball or what, because we were lined up illegal. We had an illegal formation out there. We had 3 people in line of scrimmage, so obviously they knew what they were doing.
After the spike, it'll be 2nd down and 10 from the Tiger 39-yard line. Referee Mark McClendon went over to talk to Yukon's head coach Jeremy Reed, and he is getting back into position now. I think he's going to talk to his umpire. And the line judge will come in here as we have a little group meeting.
I need 1 second taken off the clock, please.
So they'll mark it down to 9 seconds, and they stopped the clock to set the chains, and then Raines spiked it, and no time expired. So maybe there's a discussion there that they needed to run a second off. So we go to 9 seconds, 2nd down and 10 from the 39-yard line. Single receiver left, 3 right. Raines out of the gun, back to pass on what's likely the last play of the first half. Fires down the middle, incomplete. Clock stops with 3 seconds to go, so Broken Arrow will get another shot, and there's a Tiger shaking up.
We're in prevent right now. We're in prevent.
Can't see who the injured Tiger is. Looks like that's Dillard.
They're in a prevent defense. My thought process going in here was not so much scoring. You hope you're going to score. It's kind of difficult to score deep when they're in a prevent, but is utilize the clock, or utilize your timeouts, get the ball on the edges and get out of bounds, stop the clock, and keep moving. Those are some things that I was thinking we need to do.
Let's go down to Ryan Wyckoff on the sideline. Ryan?
Yeah, see Keewan Tolbert here. He is in a boot, so it doesn't look like we'll be seeing him. They may do some work on him on the half and could possibly see him come back out, but right now is in a walking boot.
Golly.
Ryan, thanks. Corey Williams is still without his helmet down there on the Tigers sideline, and we've already seen Javian Franklin, starting corner, take the pads off. So that is potentially 3 starters that the Tigers will be without for this second half, and Torrey Dillard is still down at the 25-yard line. So could be 4 starters that the Tigers will lose. And man, Spav, it's kind of funny how these things happen in waves. Last year in the state championship season, there were almost no injuries of significance. Everybody seemed to stay healthy. Barely, a few people were barely even banged up. And now this year, it's just, we talked with Coach Alexander in the pregame show, and he said, this is game 8, and we have not had a game where our top 22 players were able to all play at the same time.
And I've been through those years too. And they happen. They happen all the time. I've been through years where I don't even know how we accomplished what we accomplished, and that's the way it's happening here. I mean, we're playing good football. We're just beat up. We're injured. You just can't acknowledge it. We sit here and talk about being injured all the time. Just let's just let the next guy step up. Let's go to work. We just can't. We can't just sit there and make a big deal about it because we are injured. It's just, and it's tough. It's just a tough year. And as a coach, you just got to fight through it and go and just bring the next guy on and play hard.
Torrey Dillard is back on his feet, walking off almost under his own power. Athletic trainer Daniel Stewart has his left arm just kind of bracing him as he walks off the field. So we'll keep an eye on Dillard. And we're back ready to go here on 3rd down and 10. 3 seconds to go in the first half. Yukon leading Broken Arrow 28-20. Line of scrimmage is the Broken Arrow 39-yard line. Sanchez Banks, the tailback, offset to the right of Jake Raines. Single receiver left, 3 right. Raines out of the gun. Fires to Robert Spears Jennings. Caught at the 50, but time will expire on this first half.
See, that's what I thought we would do, is just stuff like that. That was good, just throwing the ball on the edge and doing, because what you're doing is you're developing and training your 2-minute offense, even though you didn't have the 2 minutes.
First half comes to an end with Yukon leading Broken Arrow 28-20. Tigers have had all sorts of injury issues as Coach Alexander walks over to Ryan. Let's go down to Ryan with Coach A.
All right, Coach, talk to me about that first half.
Well, it looks like it's going to be a shootout, right? Defensively, we're struggling to find a guy to get to the pitch, man. Right? Offensively, we've had the ball 3 times. Well, I guess if you want to cut that last possession forward, we're going to start the second half with the football. Right? We need to go down and score. We just need to make a little adjustment on defense. Be able to tackle the fullback a little better and find somebody to get to the pitch.
Is it difficult when you have an offense that's different like that to be able to coach it differently than the rest of the games?
Yeah, everything's different when you play an option team than what you normally run. But, that's no excuse. Yeah, it's different. Well, we had a week to practice, and we played against them before. Right? We just got to get the right guy getting to the pitch.
All right, thanks, Coach.
David Alexander with Ryan Wyckoff. It's halftime here at Broken Arrow on homecoming. Yukon leads the Tigers 28-20. We'll take a timeout. Ken Ellett is back with a halftime show after this with track coach Scotty Wilkinson. This is Broken Arrow football.
In the folded flag, we see the heavy price of freedom. Nearly 9 out of 10 dependents of America's fallen and disabled soldiers do not qualify for federal scholarship assistance. The Folds of Honor closes that gap. Join us in this noble mission. Donate today at foldsofhonor.org. This is your call to duty.
Matthews Ford in Broken Arrow is known for offering nice deals on a great selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs, but we don't stop there. Matthews Ford helps to keep your vehicle running right in the quick lane. Tires, brakes, batteries, oil service, you name it, the factory-trained experts at Quick Lane can handle it, and on your schedule. Give it a try. You'll see why life is better in the quick lane. Log on to MatthewsFordBA.com for a no-hassle, informative, convenient, easy way to shop, which is a nice deal. Matthews Ford.
The Tigers of 1999 closed out the century with a 7-5 record. Rebounding from a shaky start to the season, the Tigers, led by junior Mickey Nickel and spirited senior Tyler Wellhausen, finished strong, going 5-2 in their last 7 games, including a thrilling 34-21 victory over the Owasso Rams in the playoffs, where sophomore running back Keith Jacobs set a single-game rushing record. This great moment in Tiger history is brought to you by First National Bank of Broken Arrow, a loyal fan of our community for over 100 years. First National Bank of Broken Arrow, the right balance.
My name is Abigail Bailey. I was at my yearly checkup when I was 12, and we went and got x-rays, and she diagnosed me with scoliosis and that we needed surgery as soon as possible.
Tulsa Bone and Joint was very compassionate. They took their time with us. They answered questions. He was very encouraging.
Dr. Clark helped me see that there is life after spinal fusion. Just because your spine is fused doesn't mean that you can't do what you love to do.
So this season's been really good. We knew going into this would be a special team. It's probably our best season we've had in a while. We did goals at the very beginning, and of course the main one was state championship. Some of us said lose less than 5 games. We're doing that right now. Even with the 2 losses, they were really close games. But the record of 32-2 is probably the best record we've had.
I think one of our biggest strengths this year is that I think we can hit up and down the lineup, which most teams don't have. Normally your first maybe 5 hitters can hit really good. I think that all throughout the lineup we have all 9 girls that can put the ball in play and do productive things.
We string hits together when we really need to. Our games have been really high scoring, mostly throughout the season, and our defense is solid. I mean, we barely make any errors in a game, if any at all. And our motto is the most important game is the next one. Going game by game, doing your best in that game, not focusing on the end result, has been our motto all season.
I think that this season has been very energetic. I think that we're all kind of excited to be here. We're all excited for how well we're doing, and even when we're not doing too well, I think that we all kind of look up to what we can be doing, and I think that that's probably one of the best parts.
Getting past the first round of state is a really big deal to us because the past 2 years we haven't been able to do it, but this year is different.
I think that heading into postseason play, I'm most excited about the fact that we're doing so good. I think that we have a very good chance to be able to take it all the way.
Going into this year, we have to get the first round thing out of our head. We can make it far if we keep playing how we're playing, stay together. I think this year is going to be special.
We all want to be on that field and go for that championship at the end. That's all what we want to work for, and hopefully put the ring on our finger and bring home the gold ball.
This season has gone extremely well. Both the teams we have lost to, we've come back and beat, which is great because the back of our game day shirts say beat everyone, which we have accomplished that.
This season, we've been very successful. I'm thankful for all my teammates. We've worked really hard from where we aren't to be where we are now. Whenever we started in the summer, we knew what was ahead of us, but we knew that we had to focus on each game in front of us.
This year on this team, my favorite part has been definitely the people. There's 11 seniors, so we've all grown up together, we've all played club together, we've played together since 8th grade, and we've just gotten to see each other grow and
Y'all saw me down, but them numbers finna run up. Bet I win. Bet I win. Yeah, I'm on the come up. Y'all saw me down, but them numbers finna run up. Bet I win. Bet I win.
Bet I might put on my back. Bet I'ma rack up my racks. Bet I go straight to the booth. Bet I go hard to the max. Bet I'ma come with the knock. You scared to get off on my block.
Broken arrow at the Norman 15-yard line. Jake Raines out of the gun, firing deep near side, and it's caught. Touchdown, Broken Arrow. Torrey Dillard.
You don't know half of the truth. You ain't got half of the plot. But telling us lies, but when I'm surprised, they mimicking all of that God. I'm so authentic. Oh, society, I call me a menace. Whoa, but this is just the beginning. Oh, I was broke for the record, no Guinness. Whoa, y'all little suckers so strange to me. Y'all don't really wanna play games with me. Y'all lovers never been the same to me. They don't go win cause I came to eat. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm on the come up. Y'all saw me down, but them numbers finna run up. Bet I win.
Right under pressure, and he's going to be chopped down and brought down by Terrian Moss.
Yeah, I'm on the come up. Y'all saw me down, but them numbers finna run up. Bet I win. Bet I win. Ooh. Yeah, I need my respect. I need every zero we agree to on my check. Ooh, nah, please don't tell me that. Please don't turn me in the dark night right off the bat. Hey. Young Bruce Wayne and Balmain. Why you so impressed? This designer not my calling. You got all them zeros, but you still don't feel you balling. I look in the mirror, I see winner, I'm not falling. Looking for me, you know I'm at. You know I'm slack, I go to the max. Look at my wall, trophies and flags. You want a nab, making me laugh. Ooh, I could get at.
Jake Raines sets up, firing. He's got Keller, and it's going to be a touchdown. Kewan Tolbert, and he's going to stretch across the end zone and score. Touchdown, Broken Arrow. Under pressure, he's going to be sacked and brought down by Campbell Yeager. Fires, intercepted. It's Isaiah Keller, and Keller has room to return this one.
bet I win.
Sanchez Banks has a seam, and he's going to follow his blockers into the end zone. Touchdown, Broken Arrow.
Lost some guys.
Been summoned for a special occasion. I stay ready cause destiny impatient. Changes, I've been seeing changes. If you talking fire, then we speak the same language. And mine don't ever get extinguished. Can count my friends on one set of fingers. And they trying to cut the supply, but my energy is at an all-time high. Coming up, I'm coming up. Feel the rush, I feel the rush. If this ain't legendary, what you call it? I said if this ain't legendary, what you call it? Feel the vibe, I feel the vibe. Extra live, I'm extra live. And I don't need improvement. Fell asleep, a man woke up superhuman. Tension thick enough to cut it with a knife. The pressure building like it's trying to bust a pipe. Chaos don't take a day off, lot of wrongs to right. I was built for the hustle, hard work and late nights. Oh no, they never seen a force like this. 5 fingers balled up in a one firm fist. So if history is written by the victor, then leave blank pages with a space for my picture. Cause this is what I live for. Coming up, I'm coming up. Feel the rush, I feel the rush. If this ain't legendary, what you call it? I said if this ain't legendary, what you call it? Feel the vibe, I feel the vibe. Extra live, I'm extra live. And I don't need improvement. Fell asleep, a man woke up superhuman. Pressure turned me into a giant. A thin line between living and dying. I'm on the edge and I might just dive in. No turning back, man, I'm ready to go. Coming with me or I'm going alone. Changes, man, I'm talking changes. On a crash course, but I ain't afraid of danger. Now let me give you what you came for. Woo!
In the folded flag, we see the heavy price of freedom. Nearly 9 out of 10 dependents of America's fallen and disabled soldiers do not qualify for federal scholarship assistance. The Folds of Honor closes that gap. Join us in this noble mission. Donate today at foldsofhonor.org. This is your call to duty.
So this season's been really good. We knew going into this would be a special team. It's probably our best season we've had in a while. We did goals at the very beginning, and of course the main one was state championship. Some of us said lose less than 5 games. We're doing that right now. Even with the 2 losses, they were really close games. But the record of 32-2 is probably the best record we've had.
In the folded flag, we see the heavy price of freedom. Nearly 9 out of 10 dependents of America's fallen and disabled soldiers do not qualify for federal scholarship assistance. The Folds of Honor closes that gap. Join us in this noble mission. Donate today at foldsofhonor.org. This is your call to duty.
Matthews Ford in Broken Arrow is known for offering nice deals on a great selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs, but we don't stop there. Matthews Ford helps to keep your vehicle running right in the quick lane. Tires, brakes, batteries, oil service, you name it, the factory-trained experts at Quick Lane can handle it, and on your schedule. Give it a try. You'll see why life is better in the quick lane. Log on to MatthewsFordBA.com for a no-hassle, informative, convenient, easy way to shop, which is a nice deal. Matthews Ford.
Can you hear it? It's the sound of hope and health and strength. It's the sound of compassion, of open doors, where people and machines are in tune and miracles occur. It's the sound of personalized healthcare and active communities. It sounds like life, and it's what you hear when you really listen.
With kids, life is one big adventure. That's why you need a strong financial partner you can count on, like TTCU Federal Credit Union. Right now, you could get $150 when you open a new TTCU checking account. And every time you use your School Pride debit card, TTCU donates to schools. What better way to make a difference? Checking account? Why not call it your living account? TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance.
The Tigers of 1953 had a remarkable year as they finished 7-3 in the Verdigris Valley Conference. The team placed 4 seniors on the All-Star team, including co-captains Robert Ingold and Philip Sparling. The season was capped off with a 40-13 pounding of Pryor as the Tigers unleashed a 304-yard ground assault and a 147-yard aerial attack to win the game handily. This great moment in Tiger history is brought to you by First National Bank of Broken Arrow, a loyal fan of our community for over 100 years. First National Bank of Broken Arrow, the right balance.
Matthews Ford in Broken Arrow is known for offering nice deals on a great selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs, but we don't stop there. Matthews Ford helps to keep your vehicle running right in the quick lane. Tires, brakes, batteries, oil service, you name it, the factory-trained experts at Quick Lane can handle it, and on your schedule. Give it a try. You'll see why life is better in the Quick Lane. Log on to MatthewsFordBA.com for a no-hassle, informative, convenient, easy way to shop, which is a nice deal. Matthews Ford.
The Tigers of 1999 closed out the century with a 7-5 record. Rebounding from a shaky start to the season, the Tigers, led by junior Mickey Nickel and spirited senior Tyler Wellhausen, finished strong, going 5-2 in their last 7 games, including a thrilling 34-21 victory over the Owasso Rams in the playoffs, where sophomore running back Keith Jacobs set a single-game rushing record. This great moment in Tiger history is brought to you by First National Bank of Broken Arrow, a loyal fan of our community for over 100 years. First National Bank of Broken Arrow, the right balance.
With kids, life is one big adventure. That's why you need a strong financial partner you can count on, like TTCU Federal Credit Union. Right now, you could get $150 when you open a new TTCU checking account. And every time you use your School Pride debit card, TTCU donates to schools. What better way to make a difference? Checking account? Why not call it your living account? TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance.
Welcome back to Broken Arrow as we're getting ready to start the third quarter of Homecoming 2019. The Yukon Millers lead the Tigers 28-20. Charlie Hanneman and Steve Spavital back with you here at Memorial Stadium. And Spav, 4 drives for Yukon in the first half, 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, and we scored every time too, if you think about it. But you can't really consider that last one.
Sure.
But it's just, we got to figure some things out. I know Dave, and he's going to do a great job with his halftime adjustments because we have to deal with the option, which is something we've never seen anybody that can run it like that, and we just got to be able to get that unbalanced formation and get the pitch man. We got to have someone on the pitch, and we're going to have to really be sound this half. And I know that offensively they hadn't stopped us, but defensively we'll make the adjustments that we need to win this game.
The Millers put up 310 yards of offense in the first half compared to 211 from the Tigers. That is the fourth time the Tigers have allowed more than 300 yards in a game, and BA did it in the first half here with Yukon. Owasso had 378 yards of offense, Santa Fe 352, Norman 347. So it looks like, unless things change dramatically here in the second half, Yukon could be setting some records in a bad way for this Tiger defense.
Well, the important thing right now is we have the football. We're going to get the football first. I know we're going to go against the wind. So that really is not going to be a factor for us. but we're going to take it, and we're going to, what we need to do is drive the ball down, score, and then take it from there. It's so important for us to to continue our drives for success here.
One bit of positive news for the Tigers, Torrey Dillard is back deep to return. He was shaken up in that first half, but Dillard has this one go over his head and into the end zone for a touchback. But at least Dillard is out there and healthy enough to play, because he was one of many Tigers shaken up in this first half.
Yeah, I wonder what happened to him. Do we know exactly what happened to him?
I don't know if maybe he just got the wind knocked out of him or something, because he was able to walk off, under his own power. Daniel Stewart just kind of had him by the arm to steady him.
Right.
So hopefully it was just something minor like that, and he's back out and ready to go, because the Tigers need to get on the board here and get this thing tied up. 1st and 10 BA at the 20. Jake Raines takes the snap, hands off to Sanchez Banks, angling to the right side outside the hash. Banks has 3 here on first down.
Just run that 2-back stretch play here, and it's, we've had a lot of success with it if you think about it. There's 3 yards right there.
Tigers are averaging 10.9 yards per rush, 9.6 for the Millers. So both teams have had success on offense. It's just that the time worked out to where Yukon got that extra drive.
I know.
They're late before
correct
halftime. 2nd and 7 here from the 23-yard line. Raines out of the gun. Sanchez Banks, the tailback, to the right. Quick pass here. That's caught by Keller at the 20. He's going to stretch forward to the 25 before he tiptoes out of bounds, close to the line to gain. They'll mark him out. Actually, they'll mark him out at the 27. So 3rd and short here for the Tigers.
Yeah, we got away with a little hold on that one, but that's good. That's okay. I can deal with that.
Jake Raines now 6 of 7 passing, in the one incompletion was just a spike to stop the clock. So nice performance from Jake Raines so far. He struggled last game with some fumbling issues, and good to see him bouncing back, because the Tigers are going to need that passing game. We've been talking about it kind of all season, that needs to get going.
Yeah, and we're doing it because he's mixing the formations around quite a bit. We're 2-back right now. We were 1-back the one snap before. And, what's neat about this play right there, it's gone to the house.
Sanchez Banks is free at the 30, at the 20, to the 10, 5, house. Touchdown, broken arrow. No flags, and Sanchez Banks gets home from 73 yards out.
And we're just running that 2-back stretch. We're having so much success with that play. I love what they're doing with it. I love how they're blocking it. We're overtaking them. People are so used to us running that power in there. We have not run the power like we normally do. This is like a new play, and it's real exciting right now to watch what Banks can do with it is what's exciting.
7th touchdown of the season for Sanchez Banks. There's confusion on the PAT. They tried to run out a player. That's Banks. So they're going to run him out here and reset. Play clock down to 10. They have time. Tyler Crawford on for the kick. Bachota to hold. Snap, spot. Left-footed extra point from Tyler Crawford is up and good. 10:59 to go in the 3rd. It's 28-27.
Great answer. It was a quick answer, too.
Timeout on the field. Back with more Broken Arrow football after this.
In the folded flag, we see the heavy price of freedom. Nearly 9 out of 10 dependents of America's fallen and disabled soldiers do not qualify for federal scholarship assistance. The Folds of Honor closes that gap. Join us in this noble mission. Donate today at foldsofhonor.org. This is your call to duty.
Can you hear it? It's the sound of hope and health and strength. It's the sound of compassion, of open doors, where people and machines are in tune and miracles occur. It's the sound of personalized healthcare and active communities. It sounds like life. And it's
10:59 to go in the 3rd quarter. Tigers back within 1, 28-27, thanks to a 73-yard touchdown run by Sanchez Banks. Tyler Crawford ready to kick this off, and as the Tigers are now going back into this north wind, it looks like just a directional kick coming here from the left foot of Crawford. That's what it is. The pooch kick, fair catch signaled for and made as it was Colton Finney bouncing back at the 31. Spav, let's take another look at this touchdown run by Sanchez Banks here.
Yeah, what makes it so good is our guard and tackler are overtaking their linemen. We're utilizing our athleticism there. We have so much more speed there than their D-line, and we're overtaking it and allowing Banks to basically run downhill, just run straight downhill.
Banks tonight, 7 carries, 107 yards. That's the 6th time this season a Tiger running back has rushed for more than 100 yards in a game. Here comes Yukon, 1st and 10 from their own 31-yard line. Motion from the left. This is a fullback dive to Donahoe. It's not going to go very far at all, 2 yards if that, on 1st down here for Yukon.
Landon Donahoe, carry.
Injury update for the Tigers. Corey Williams is done for the night. His helmet and shoulder pads are off. So not exactly sure, but he did have concussion issues earlier in the Westmore game. And this was his first game back, and now he is out again.
Yeah.
So 2nd and 7 coming here for Yukon from the 34-yard line. Quarterback will pitch to the right side. This is Makari Slaughter. Slaughter trying to get across the 40. Parker Darnell's going to bring him down. There's a flag in the Yukon backfield, so likely a hold to come in here.
Thank goodness, because we just can't stop that pitch play.
Holding is the call from
thank goodness.
Mark McCormick and Spavvy. Coach Alexander told Ryan in the halftime conversation there, they're having trouble with the pitch, and you have to think that Darian Moss, the leading tackler for Broken Arrow, the outside linebacker, not able to play tonight. I mean, that would be one of his responsibilities, wouldn't it?
That's a factor. A lot of it is schematics too. They're running this zip motion across the formation, and they're changing the way their formations and the way they're developing it with their motions and shifts, and it's causing us a lot of trouble.
2nd and 18 after the penalty. Quarterback will fake the pitch, keep a nice coverage on the pitch by Zeno on that one. So it'll be Braden Dutton keeping it himself. He'll pick up a few, but the Millers will be behind the chains on 3rd and long from the 29.
Yeah, we need this stop right now. It's 3rd and 12. We need this stop right now. Force them to punt. See, no one has punted in this game yet, so.
That's right. Millers 4 of 6 on 3rd down, 2 and 2 on 4th down. So this would be a big stop for that Tiger defense, and we kind of talked about Darian Moss on the outside. So to counter that, Broken Arrow had started with Machota at that outside linebacker for his tackling skills, but then Corey Williams gets dinged up at safety, so they had to move Machota back, and it just ripples. 9:33 to go, 3rd quarter, 3rd and 12 Yukon from the Miller 29-yard line. Millers drop back to pass, and it's going to fall incomplete. Dutton was looking for Colton DeKinder, and for the first time tonight, we've got a defensive stop.
That's the game right there. That's going to be the game. We needed that stop. You knew something was up because they balanced the formation, and it was 3rd and 12. You balanced the formation. They haven't done that all night. They were going to throw the football, and we were ready for it.
4th and 12 Yukon. First time we've seen Cody Watson in punt formation tonight. Tigers have dueling returners, Dillard and Keller, back waiting for it just in front of their 40-yard line. Kind of a fluttering snap. Watson gets it off. There was some pressure. It's going to be Keller calling for the fair catch and making it at the 43-yard line. But again, Spav, great field position for this Broken Arrow offense.
Absolutely. I tell you, I like that. And I also like the 2 return guys on the punt. Last time I saw that was when I was coaching. It was at Booker T. They had McQuarters and Parker back there, which were 2
That's a little speed. Holy cow.
And they were unbelievable back there. It was like, you can't, who do you kick it to? And we practiced kicking it out of bounds.
1st and 10, Tigers at their own 43. Jake Raines leads the Broken Arrow offense back on the field. He's in the shotgun. Sanchez Banks, the tailback, to his left. This is a handoff to Banks on 1st down. Up the middle he goes, trying to rumble past the first man. That was 34 Carson Creech that will bring him down, but not before Sanchez gets out to the 48-yard line and pick up 5.
Yeah, that's tough. A tough run. It's hard tackling that Banks kid because he makes a lot of good yardage after contact. I love to watch him run.
Tigers trying to even up this total yardage battle. It's now 319-296. Second down, 5 for Broken Arrow from the Tiger 48-yard line. I formation behind Jake Raines under center. Mitchell Banning, the fullback. Sanchez Banks, the tailback.
There's
Raines
the play right
gives
there.
to Banks, stretching it to the right side. He's still going to rumble close to the line to gain. They'll move him. First National Bank first down for Sanchez Banks as he picks up 5+ and gets into Yukon territory.
That's that two-back stretch then. What he did, they ran it with twins formation that time, so he ran it to the nub tight inside, and very effective. And I tell you what, it basically hits a little wider when you do that on that type of a situation because you have an extra player in there.
8:15 to go, third quarter. Yukon 28, Broken Arrow 27. Jake Raines takes the shotgun snap, heads to Sanchez Banks at the middle. Banks makes the first man miss.
Cut.
Another tough run here. They'll mark him down to the 41.
Great cut on that. I like what he's doing. See, we're in two back, now we're in one back. Now we're coming back in two back, I believe. I mean, you're mixing up the formations, and for defense, you have to try to defend the two back, one back, all in one. That is so tough to do.
First time we've seen Michael Matthews in the backfield as he replaces Banks. High snap, Raines fields it, hands off to Michael Matthews. Quick hitter back to the right side. Yukon sniffed it out. It was 18, Luke Ringwald in on the stop, and it'll be third down 4 at the 41.
That was kind of interesting because he was showing like a sprint out, and he just cut it back in there. So trying to get a little misdirection type play on it. Now it's third and short, so with two back, you should be looking for bootleg, little things like that, or just running that off or running the power.
Hand off to Banks there, close to the line, but he's going to be brought down short. They'll get it inside the 40 to the 38. Needed 4, got 3. It'll be fourth down and 1, and heading into the wind here. I don't know why you wouldn't just line it up and pound it.
Oh yeah, just go for it. They hadn't stopped our run. I was saying they're going to run that stretch play, but they ran the power and just run the power again.
4th and 1 from the 38-yard line. Jake Raines was under center, now backs out, shouts some directions to his Tigers. Takes the snap.
Power.
Hands it off to Sanchez Banks. He's going to be stopped short. Yukon got in there and blew it up early.
Wow.
Ryan Weller, the safety, was one of the guys at the bottom of the pile there, and the Tigers are stopped on 4th and short.
They had a guy sneak in there on us. I thought he was going to fight off and get the first down, though.
It was close, and Banks kept his legs driving, but credit that Yukon defense for a big 4th down stop. So
that was huge for them.
Yeah, the shootout has cooled down a little bit here.
Yeah.
With 6:23 to go in the third quarter. Yukon leading Broken Arrow 28-27. The difference in the game, a blocked extra point. First play for Yukon is a handoff to Cameron Farmer. Give him 2. Brandon Barwig in on the tackle. Campbell Yeager was in there too.
Corey Callens is tearing it up there too. He's the thing with Corey is you're not able to push him back. He keeps the line of scrimmage where it is, and that's what makes it real impressive, and it allows your backers to come down really hard. Like Zeno made a great tackle in there.
Second down and 8 from the 40. Braden Dutton under center. He'll pull it and keep it himself. Jadaean Floyd Wright, the first Tiger to hit him, but not before he got to the 42-yard line. They're going to throw a late flag in here, and I think the Tigers are going to get penalized for a late hit because he was marked down at the 42, and somehow they kept it going all the way back to the backfield there. Ryan, did you see anything on that?
Yeah, there were two players down there, and both of them were tackling on one another, and they were rolling around. One wouldn't get off the other, so it was away from the ball. But two linemen going at it against each other.
All right, Ryan, thanks. Offsetting penalties, the call, both personal fouls there, so the play will stand. They'll mark the ball at the 42-yard line, and it'll be third down and 6. Fab, another third down for this Tiger defense that Broken Arrow really could use.
Well, we're playing some good D now. We just got to keep it going here because, right now, it depends on what they do. Are they going to unbalance the formation? They're not unbalancing it, but they're putting that I formation
Braden
to get the
Dutton
pitch
fakes
out.
the fullback. He's going to have to keep it
Right.
himself.
Great job.
Nice coverage by the Tigers. Dutton gets a couple across the 45 to the 46, but he's still a couple yards short of the chain. So it looks like 4th and 2. Yukon quick to the line here, looking like they're going to go for it on 4th down. Dutton barking out instructions to his line. Bunched formation, even tighter than usual for the Millers with this option attack. Dutton slaps the center on the rear. Motion out of the backfield. Now they freeze the motion man. Play clock at 18. Plenty of time as Yukon looks over to the sideline for instructions. 4th and 2 coming here from the Yukon 46-yard line. Millers leading BA 28-27. 4:37 to go in the third. Dutton, the quarterback, now back under center. Ready to go on 4th down. Motion. Dutton opens up, gives it to the fullback Donahoe. Donahoe has the first down across the 50 to the 48 of Broken Arrow before he's hit by Zeno Marcaselli and Marion Horn.
And see, that's that nasty slot situation again, and that guy's does a good job running the football in that play. You know, they did a good job controlling the clock. You know, they froze us. They looked to the sideline and waited till the whole, you know, they're utilizing a lot of the clock now.
Line of scrimmage is the BA 48-yard line, 1st and 10 Millers. Dutton looks back to the sideline.
You know, their splits are getting a little wider now, too.
Twin receivers right for the Millers. They'll go with a little jet sweep end around to Makari Slaughter.
Oh,
good
great.
pursuit by Jadean Floyd right, and credit him on the tackle as the running back just falls down in front of Campbell Yeager. So they string that one out for a big loss. Looks like a loss of about 4 or 5.
That's that spy guy they have there. He plays right behind the linebackers. He came downhill real hard on it. Nice play.
Adonis Ballard had good pressure there to string that one out even farther and let his Tiger teammates come in and blow that one up. 2nd and 14 from the Yukon 48. Now 3:20 to go as this game continues to just fly by.
Because he's replacing Corey Williams in there, and he's doing a great job. He's right behind the backers. Now they've unbalanced the formation, so we know what's going to happen now.
Toss to Caden Hernandez, and it's blown up by Bryce Machota. Machota, the first Tiger in there, as a bunch of them bring down Hernandez for a loss, and it will be 3rd and about 16.
You know, when was the last time you seen a quick pitch like this? This is a quick pitch that's just so quick, and I guarantee you Bryce and even Zeno were outstanding. Gosh, that was tough.
Machota flew past the lineman, and by the time they could turn around, Zeno was past him too.
It's like they knew what was happening before it happened.
Braden Dutton, the Yukon quarterback, goes to the sideline, gets the instructions from head coach Jeremy Reed.
See, we needed that because that was that unbalanced formation, so we knew something was up there.
Play clock down to 5 for the Millers. 2:20 to go, 3rd quarter. Yukon leading by 1, and now Jeremy Reed will have to spend a timeout on 3rd and 16 as the play clock was about to expire.
Yeah. See, I think we made the halftime adjustments on that because that was that unbalanced formation, and what they've done to it every time is run the pitch there, and we've always been a man short. But by having Coach Hill attack it, it was almost like blitzing off the edge. That really helped us right there.
Take another look at that 3rd down play as Machota and Zeno just flew in there and blew that thing up.
I know.
Bryce Machota came into the game the 4th leading tackler. He had a pick 6 against Yukon last year in this game, 2 interceptions. 6 career interceptions for Machota. He's been a 3-year starter for Broken Arrow. Machota and Slusher,
I know.
Great D-backs, and man, Tigers sure miss Miles Slusher in that defensive secondary. He's been out for really a number of games. He got hurt in the Owasso game. I don't think he's played since at all, has he?
Correct. No, he hasn't.
Yeah, he's been out since Owasso.
Yeah.
Sounds like he might be getting close to coming back.
It's, you know, when you get that high ankle sprain and stuff like that, that's just so difficult to come back.
Kewan Tolbert's been fighting the same thing. It's, you know, you see that in the college game with Tua Tagovailoa, the Alabama quarterback's doing the same thing.
I mean, these could be months, you know, M-type injuries, depending on how serious it is.
Back ready to go here on 3rd and 16. Yukon backed up at its own 46-yard line, leading Broken Arrow 28-27, 2:18 to go in the 3rd. Donahoe, or check that, back to pass, it's Dutton. He fires, almost intercepted. There were 3 Tigers covering 1 receiver, and it falls incomplete. There is a flag kind of in the middle of the defensive secondary.
I didn't see what happened on that.
Holding against the Tigers is the indication.
Oh, gosh.
So they've got holding on Broken Arrow, but keep in mind the high school rules are different than college and the NFL. So with them being behind the chains, this will not be an automatic first down. They'll move it across the 50 to the 44-yard line.
So 3rd and 7.
3rd and 6, yeah, 3rd and 7, 3rd and the long 6.
Yeah.
So Tigers do catch a break there. But we'll see now what Yukon has on try number 2 on this 3rd down.
Well, I think with them, this is 2 down. See, I think they're going to run the football. They need to quit throwing it because they're terrible at it right now. But they got 2 downs to get the first down.
Braden Dutton keeps it himself after faking the fullback dive. He's got enough for the first down across the 35 down to the 32-yard line. Floyd Wright and Yeager on the tackle for the Tigers. But first down Yukon, and the drive continues thanks to a Tiger penalty.
Well, we got to control the quarterback. The quarterback, we got to hold him up right now. We have no one on the quarterback at that point.
Tigers struggled with the pitch man in the first half. You saw Zeno Marcuselli was in place to play the pitch there on that one, but then the quarterback Dutton was able to keep it himself. Yukon has had a very balanced attack. Dutton, the quarterback, has 8 carries. Slaughter has 6, Donahoe 4, Farmer 13, Hernandez 8. So they've been bouncing it around, keeping the Tigers off balance. 1st and 10 here from the 32. They give it to the fullback, and the Tigers bottle that one up after about a yard.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Corey Callens, you just can't do anything with him in the middle there. He's unbelievable. But see, that was the unbalanced formation. They gave it to the fullback then. They haven't done that yet. You know, there's 2 things that they haven't done out of that. The fullback and then the quick pitch they did with it. And both of those have not been successful. So we have a plan for the unbalance, and that's what we needed going into halftime.
2nd and 9 for the Millers from the Broken Arrow 31-yard line. Dutton opens up reverse, hands off to Donahoe, the fullback. He stretches down to the 25.
And Donahoe on carry.
Be 3rd and about 3. 3rd quarter flying by, now 45 seconds and counting to go.
Brings a 3rd down.
Man, this
Time of possession right now, Yukon has BA pretty much doubled up, 23 and change to 10 and change.
That's unbelievable. That's just unbelievable, the possession time. I mean, that's their whole key.
3rd down and 2. Braden Dutton slaps his center on the Tookus, and he's ready to go. Here's the handoff to Donahoe. Donahoe's got a seam first down across the 20 into the red zone, well inside the 15 to the 14. 11-yard gain for Landon Donahoe. And Yukon continues to stretch this drive, which continued thanks to a defensive holding penalty.
Yes. You know, these were some things we talked about a little bit, is controlling our penalties and executing better, reducing our mental mistakes. These are things we have to do. But right now, we are frustrated defensively. It's like we don't, it's like we don't know what we're doing at times, and we've got to stop that. We've got to, you could see it just in our body language, our demeanor. I mean, they're frustrated. They don't know what it is. It's not that they're not playing hard or whatever.
3 quarters in the books here at Memorial Stadium. Broken Arrow trails 28-27. Yukon threatening when we come back. This is Broken Arrow football.
Matthews Ford in Broken Arrow is known for offering nice deals on a great selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs. But we don't stop there. Matthews Ford helps to keep your vehicle running right in the quick lane. Tires, brakes, batteries, oil service, you name it, the factory-trained experts at Quick Lane can handle it, and on your schedule. Give it a try. You'll see why life is better in the quick lane. Log on to MatthewsFordBA.com for a no-hassle, informative, convenient, easy way to shop, which is a nice deal. Matthews Ford.
Can you hear it? It's the sound of hope and health and strength. It's the sound of compassion, of open doors, where people and machines are in tune and miracles occur. It's the sound of personalized healthcare and active communities. It sounds like life, and it's what you hear when you really listen.
4th quarter here coming up from Broken Arrow. Yukon leading the Tigers 28-27. Millers with the ball, 1st and 10 from the Tiger 14-yard line. Kari Slaughter goes in motion, and then they freeze, look back to the sideline. This will be the 11th play of the Yukon drive. Dutton now ready to go back under center. Takes the snap. They're going to give it to the fullback, Donahoe. He's going to rumble forward to the 10. And this drive will continue. Parker Darnell and Bryce Machota in on the tackle.
I mean, that's being real efficient right now, too. 5 yards a shot on the run. That kid's a good little running back. I mean, he's nothing fancy. He's just powerful.
Yukon had 310 yards in the first half, just about 50 in that third quarter. Second down and 6 coming here from the Tiger 10-yard line. Single receiver each way for Yukon. Braden Dutton under center. Takes the snap, opens up, hands it off to Caden Hernandez, and he's in. Touchdown Tigers. Touchdown Millers. Wow.
They countered out on us. They countered out and did a little something different. Instead of opening up, they countered out with the fullback and kind of threw us off a little bit.
So Yukon strikes for a touchdown from the 10-yard line. And this continues.
We just got our backers playing a little bit too wide, I think. We got to get some people in the middle there.
Cody Watson's extra point is up and good. 11-10 to go in the game. Yukon 35, Broken Arrow 27. It was a 12-play, 62-yard drive. Took 7 minutes and 13 seconds before Caden Hernandez scored on a 10-yard touchdown. While we have a second, we should thank Charlie's Chicken here in Broken Arrow for stepping up to feed the Tiger football team before the game last night. Thank you to all of our community partners for their support throughout the season. Charlie Hanema, Steve Spavital, and Ryan Wyckoff with you here from Memorial Stadium in Broken Arrow. It is a homecoming game that doesn't quite have the homecoming atmosphere one would hope for, but weather tonight has been an issue. No pride of Broken Arrow because of the rain. Luckily, the rain has stopped, but it's still cold and windy. And you see that wind from the north. Tigers are with the wind here in the fourth, at least.
But we're still in this ball game, really. I understand that, but the possession time is just huge. It's just unbelievable. They're 26-32 to our 10-18. I mean, that's over 16 minutes.
Directional kickoff by Watson. Fair caught by Isaiah Keller at about the 33-yard line. So decent field position for the Tigers, again, to start this drive, trailing by 8 with 11-10 to go in the game.
We've had great starting field position the whole game.
Last Broken Arrow drive went 6 plays, 19 yards before the Tigers were stopped on 4th down.
Yeah, we have to answer this. This is really crucial.
Jake Raines under center. Sanchez Banks, the tailback, and this will be a handoff to Banks. He's angling to the right side.
Oh,
nice
great cut.
Kick out block there. Banks still on his feet at the 40, 45, tiptoes down that near sideline. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 50. So a gain of 18 by Sanchez Banks. Good enough for a First National Bank first down.
Great cut on this. You could see they have it. They're coming up, and he hits inside and bounces it right immediately and makes a great play.
A couple of scores of note from across the state. Number 1, Wausau leads Mustang 17-10 in the third. Jenks leads Norman 27-13 at the half. And Santa Fe leads Westmore 24-14. Raines ready to pass on first down. Firing deep, looking for Isaiah Keller. He's got him. 20, 10, 5, house! Touchdown, Broken Arrow! Jake Raines to Isaiah Keller for a 50-yard score.
God, we can answer quick. Golly, that's awesome. What a great throw. Right on the money. Play action. Great defense. Great protection. Great pass.
Isaiah Keller outruns 2 defenders, and with possessions getting to be limited here, the Tigers will go for 2. It's 35-33. BA trying to tie it up. Shotgun here. Sanchez Banks, the tailback, to the left. Twin receivers to the left. It's a quick pass. Raines firing for Jake Raines, looking for Keller. He was mugged by the defender. He goes, what? Well, Sutton tackled Isaiah Keller before the ball was there, so that's frowned upon.
Yeah, that's kind of not.
Yeah, pass interference is the call there, so they'll mark that up to the 1. And now you've got a whole bunch of options here on the try for 2.
Well, we can run the football and make this. This is going to be good. So now we're going to tie it up real quick.
And Spav, you just can't say enough about Isaiah Keller. I mean, one of the best receivers. One of the best receivers we've seen in Broken Arrow in a long time. I mean, just so physical,
no doubt.
Just a tremendous athlete. Does all the little things. I mean, just a great kid.
He can run Wildcat. He can do all kinds of things. He's unbelievable.
Speaking of Wildcat, here it is. Keller out of the gun will take the snap himself, following the lead block of Sanchez Banks. He's got the seam, and Isaiah Keller is in for the 2-point conversion. We're tied at 35. Thanks to another huge game from Isaiah Keller.
Baby, right there. Atta baby. Now this is it. You got 10:49 left, and that's exactly what we needed. With them controlling the possession time, we need these quick scores. Because
it was a 2-play, 68-yard drive. Took just 21 seconds. Yukon took an hour and a half. Tigers answer in 21 seconds.
Well, just think about it. They have over 16 minutes of possession time on us. And, the quarter, there's 12-minute quarters. So they've had the ball a quarter, more than a quarter than us, a quarter and a half.
We're tied at 35 here in BA, 10:49 to go in the ball game. Make sure you join us Tuesdays at 6:30 on 97.1 FM, the Sports Animal. It's Inside Tiger Football presented by Rip Crib. Coach Alexander and I will break down this one and look ahead to next week's senior night against Edmond Memorial. Inside Tiger Football presented by Rip Crib, Tuesdays at 6:30 on the Animal, and podcast it just by searching Broken Arrow Public Schools. Before we kick this off, let's go down to Ryan.
Yeah, something I noticed is just sideline demeanor. Man, that touchdown was huge. Before, eyes were glazed, and as soon as that touchdown happened, the whole team ran over to Isaiah Keller. So that touchdown, I think, is a huge change of momentum on the sideline and also in the stands.
Ryan, thanks. Big plays, Spav, can sometimes lead to other big plays, as Crawford, it looks like he took a little mustard off this one, and this one will go almost to the goal line. It'll be returnable, and this is Caden Hernandez who gets across the 20 to the 24. Kind of an interesting kick there. You think that was intentional to kind of back off that a little bit and try and pin him deep?
I know, yeah. Sometimes that's a good philosophy. We've done that before.
Yeah.
And we do a good job because we cover really well on the kickoff because we got some athletes there that can move.
Hernandez somehow got free of the cover team, though, did get across the 20 to the 24. Millers will start the drive, 1st and 10 at their own 24.
We talk about Keller making a great catch and everything like that, but I tell you what, Jake Raines put that right on the money now. He didn't break stride.
Raines 7 of 8 tonight, basically 100% passing because the incompletion was just a spike to stop the clock. Here comes Yukon. Braden Dutton will pitch this one to Makari Slaughter. Nice play by Jalen Johnson to dive in there and trip him up in the backfield.
Oh, that was great. The pass to Keller has just changed the momentum of the game here.
Jalen Johnson, that's a play that you have to have some confidence to make because he sold out on that one, taking the dive at the shins there. If he would have missed,
no.
But hey, aggressive play. That's what the Tigers needed to get a little spark here. 2nd and 13 coming from the 21-yard line. Yukon, though, look at this, Spav. They're so deliberate, waiting to come to the line.
I know.
Play clock down to 15. I think Yukon will be fine to have this be the last drive of the game.
I know.
There's 10 minutes to go. Braden Dutton hands it off to the fullback Donahoe. He's got a seam. Check that. That's Cameron Farmer. Farmer bursts all the way up to the 40-yard line. Gain of 19 and a Miller 1st down.
Man, they're doing a good job with this. They're countering out, which is really affecting our backers. When they counter out, our backers are taking that false step, and then they're down blocking on us, and they're getting a hold of us real quick.
1st and 10, Yukon at the 40. Braden Dutton, stutter steps. Now he's going to fire a pass. Incomplete. Jalen Johnson got tangled up with 21 Hernandez, and they're going to get him for a flag of some sort, either holding or pass interference.
He was holding him, yeah.
Not sure how deliberate it was, but they definitely got tangled up, and Johnson's hands were on him before the ball.
Right. I'm surprised he tried to throw the football. That was a shocker for me. Yeah, the clock keeps winding down. They're controlling the clock right now. It's 1st and 10 on the 50-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, as Spaff told you, is the 50. Braden Dutton takes the snap, keeps it himself. He got down to the 43 or so.
Well, they have such big splits right now, and they're just really spreading this out. But, some of their reads are just not real effective, but it's still 2nd and short, I guess.
Clock winding now to 9 minutes. As we're just at the 2-hour mark of this game, including halftime.
I know, that's unbelievable.
2nd down and 3.
Because when they catch the ball, when they throw it, they catch it.
Yeah, Miller's at the Tiger 43-yard line. Braden Dutton counters out again, gives to Donahoe. This time Corey Callens is able to trap him right at the line. No gain, 3rd down and 3.
And see, this is 4-down territory for them. So, it's 3rd and 2. It's 2 downs to get a first. So, but what's the good point is we need to make them hit the 4th down.
Yukon's 4 of 4, 3 of 3 on 4th down, 6 of 10 on 3rd down. So 9 of 10 in terms of keeping those drives around on those money downs. This is an outside handoff to Makari Slaughter, and Slaughter is very close to the line to gain. They're going to mark him just short by about a foot. So it'll be 4th and about a foot here, and the Tigers have a great chance for a defensive stand. But
see, that was an interesting play too, because to me, that play had a huge percentage of failure in a lot of ways. I mean, as far as turnover concerned, because it's kind of a risky play.
4th down and less than 1. Line of scrimmage is the Broken Arrow 40-yard line and about a foot.
Got all of our big bodies in there, so.
Line to gain is right at the 40. Jeremy Reed is over there with the headlinesman. He's going to call for a timeout. So they're going to take another minute to think about it. We'll take the timeout with 7:15 to go in the game. Broken Arrow and Yukon tied at 35. This is Broken Arrow football.
The AVB Bank Spotlight Series at the Broken Arrow Performing Arts Center is filled with Tony winners. The color purple, Finding Neverland, Tony winner and Oklahoma native Kelly O'Hara in concert, and celebrate the holidays with the legendary Kristen Chenoweth and Sandy Patty together in concert. For more information, visit BrokenArrowPAC.com or call 918-259-5778. The Broken Arrow Performing Arts Center and the Kristen Chenoweth Theater, bringing the world to Broken Arrow.
With kids, life is one big adventure. That's why you need a strong financial partner you can count on, like TTCU Federal Credit Union. Right now, you could get $150 when you open a new TTCU checking account. And every time you use your School Pride debit card, TTCU donates to schools. What better way to make a difference? Checking account? Why not call it your living account? TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance.
Welcome back to Memorial Stadium. We've got a ball game for you on homecoming. Charlie Spav and Ryan with you. 35-35 our score. 7:15 to go in the game. Yukon with the ball 4th and a foot from the Broken Arrow 43-yard line. Braden Dutton will go under center.
Yeah, we're playing for sneak here.
He's going to sneak it himself. Close to the line to gain. We'll see. I think he got a foot. He didn't get 2 feet, but he might have got 1. It's going to come down to the spot. Corey Callens Jr. saying, we held. And Mark McClendon says, I disagree. First down, Yukon.
Yeah, I think they just barely got it. We defended it very well, though.
Yeah, the nose of the ball was across the 45, or the 40. The ball was basically straddling that 40-yard line, and the stick was right at the 40. So Yukon converts another 4th down by inches, but by enough, and the drive will continue. Clock running, inside 7 minutes to go now. Tied at 35. 1st and 10, Yukon at the 40. Timeouts could be a factor as we come down the stretch. Millers have just 1 left. Tigers have all 3.
And we have to remember also they're going against the wind too, so field goal is may be out of the picture too.
Braden Dutton back under center on 1st and 10. Counters out. He'll hand it off to Farmer. Farmer will get a couple here. Brandon Barwig on the tackle with Yeager. Corey Callens Jr. in there too. Callens is playing well tonight.
Yeah, it's getting a little frisky out there right now. You can see it getting a little frisky, and we've got to be careful and that we don't get that unnecessary penalty too.
2nd down and 6. We're at 6 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. Tied at 35. Braden Dutton ready to go under center, the Yukon quarterback. Motion to the left. They'll give it to the fullback, Donahoe. Straight ahead for about a yard. 3rd down and 5 coming here from the 35-yard line.
Good D. Took care of the fullback situation here. That's great. So now you're looking at 3rd and 6. 5.
Line to gain is right at the 30. 5:20 to go.
Well, we're playing good D right now. We're getting tough in there. We're controlling the fullback. We got to continue that. They're getting wide splits.
Dutton under center. Keeps it himself after the fullback fake. He'll get a couple to the 33.
Good job there.
Methodical drive continuing for the Millers. 4th down and 2 coming here. This will be the 10th play of the drive.
Yeah, Wright did a good job coming down and making that play.
The drive started back at the 24-yard line. 10:40 to go in the game. Now we're inside 5 minutes. 4:40. Clock continuing to run. And
this could be the game right here. This 4th and 3 here. This could be the game.
Play clock down to 8. Miller's just now breaking the huddle. 4th down, long 3 from the 33. Play clock down to 2, down to 1, and Jeremy Reed's got to use his last timeout here.
Man, that's not good. That's not good right there for them.
They sat in the huddle for a long time before they got that call. I don't know if it was trying to decide what they wanted to do or if they're really just trying to be deliberate and milk as much time as they can off the clock in case they don't get it. I don't know, but it seems odd to be out of timeouts. Right at 4.5 to go in the game.
Well, they can't throw the football, so, I mean, they have to run it, and they can't stop the clock. So that's going to be tough on them.
Yukon is 6 of 12 on 3rd down, 4 of 4 on 4th down. Opponents came into the game 7 of 14 on 4th down against this Tiger defense, 50%. That's a little high for Travis Hill's liking, I'm sure. And now when you bump that up to 11 out of 18, that's even worse.
Yeah. It's just thank goodness we can score very quickly.
Talked with Coach Hill, the defensive coordinator, before the game a little bit, and he said, we've played well at times, but we've never played consistently well. And that can be a play that's a breakdown, one breakdown within a drive that keeps it going, or it can be a drive that just everything breaks loose, and then there's 4 drives where the Tigers are lights out. It's just been kind of an interesting year. And I think the injuries on the defense play a part in that. It's hard to kind of gel when you're trading guys in and out all the time. But we'll see how it goes. 4th and 3 here from the Broken Arrow 33-yard line. Yukon trying to keep a long drive alive, tied with the Broken Arrow Tigers at 35. Braden Dutton under center. Drops back to pass. Fires. Caught. Has a man. It's DeKinder. He spins forward to the 20. So Yukon converts another 1st down. This time a catch by Colton DeKinder for a gain of 13.
God, ran that play action and threw him. He's wide open. See, they're running these little nasty slots out there with the wide receiver like hugged up to the line of scrimmage, and he just released inside very quickly and caught the pass.
4:07 and counting to go now in the 4th quarter. Tied at 35. This is the 11th play of the Yukon drive. 1st and 10, Millers at the Tiger 20-yard line. Braden Dutton looks back to his head coach, Jeremy Reed. Play clock down to 3. They go motion. They'll hand it off to the fullback. That's Cameron Farmer, and he's going to score.
Well, good thing, because we got 3, I hate to say it that way, but we got 3:43 left. Takes us about 20 seconds to score, so we're okay.
Cameron Farmer busts up the middle for a 20-yard touchdown, and he was barely touched.
Yeah, we didn't defend that one very well. Well, just think they've got 437 yards of total offense.
Snap spot. Cody Watson's extra point is up and good. 3:43 to go here in the fourth quarter. Tigers down 7. This is Broken Arrow football.
My name is Abigail Bailey. I was at my yearly checkup when I was 12, and we went and got x-rays, and she diagnosed me with scoliosis and that we needed surgery as soon as possible.
Tulsa Bone and Joint was very compassionate. They took their time with us. They answered questions. He was very encouraging.
Dr. Clark helped me see that there is life after spinal fusion. Just because your spine is fused doesn't mean that you can't do what you love to do.
Can you hear it? It's the sound of hope and health and strength. It's the sound of compassion, of open doors, where people and machines are in tune and miracles occur. It's the sound of personalized healthcare and active communities. It sounds like life, and it's what you hear.
Back in Broken Arrow, where the Tigers are down 42-35 with 3:43 to go. Fair catch on the directional kick called for and made by Isaiah Keller at the 35-yard line. Yukon takes the lead on an 11-play, 76-yard drive that took 6 minutes and 57 seconds. It was capped off by a 20-yard touchdown run by Cameron Farmer. Millers are 5 of 5 on fourth down tonight. Yikes.
Okay, so what do? Do you go for 2 if we score?
I think it depends how much time's left, honestly.
Yeah, that's true.
But there's a reason they pay me to talk and not call plays.
Well,
1st and 10 Tigers. Jake Raines opens up, hands off to Sanchez Banks. Banks, nice cutback across the 40, and he's tackled at about the 43, right in the middle of that giant BA at midfield.
They haven't stopped that play yet. That's just a little two-back stretch. That's a tough play. That's been a good play for us because he's bounced it. You've seen him bounce it. You've seen him cut it back. He just finds that seam.
2nd down and a short 3. 3:12 to go here in the fourth quarter. Raines under center, takes the snap.
Bootleg.
Gives it to Sanchez Banks, and he's swallowed up for a loss.
Oh, man, I thought they were running bootleg on that.
Joe Wyatt, the first man to hit him, the Tiger defensive end. They back it up to the 39.
They're getting frisky in there, and someone's going to get a penalty.
It'll be 3rd and 6.
Keep her cool. Keep her cool, guys.
2:44 to go. Tigers have all 3 timeouts. Jake Raines has been on fire passing, 7 of 7, 7 of 8 officially with a spike late in the first half. I formation behind Raines here on 3rd down and 6. Opens up, gives to Sanchez Banks again. Banks on his feet across the 40 to the 41. He's going to be hit and brought down by Carson Creech, and it's going to be 4th down and 4 here.
Gosh. Well, obviously we got to go for it. So. We're okay.
4th down and 4. 2 minutes to go in the game.
I'll tell you what, you just find that number 2.
Here's Keller. Special K Wildcat formation.
Okay, this is it. We got it.
They run it to the right with Sanchez Banks lead blocking. Keller has the 1st down and more across the 45. Chopped out of bounds right at the 50. So the Tigers survive for now.
Good play.
1st down conversion on 4th down. It's 1st and 10 now right at the 50. 1:49 to go. Tigers with all 3 timeouts, trailing Yukon 42-35.
That was smart by Coach Wilkinson. Just get the ball in your playmaker's hands.
Twin receivers to the left. I formation behind Jake Raines. Under center he goes. Opens up, gives to Sanchez Banks. They're going to run it right side. He cuts back now to the 40. Banks has a seam. 30. Still on his feet. 25-20. Into the Matt McCoy red zone. Chopped down at the 13-yard line. So enough for a First National Bank 1st down. And the drive continues as the Tigers knock on the door.
It's that same play. We're getting good at that. And, you know, I thought we were really good at the power before. Now we're just running this off-tackle play, which is really nice, the way we're overtaking it and letting our back really find the seams.
17th carry of the night for Banks. It was good for 36 yards. Sanchez now 186 yards on the night. Clock running, 1:30 to go in the game. Tigers down 7, 42-35. Raines hands it off to Sanchez. Banks back up the middle they go, still on his feet, rumbling down to the 10. He's going to be brought down right at the 10. It'll be 2nd and 7. Continuing to run the clock here, 1:15
plenty of
to go.
time. We got 3 timeouts, got plenty of time. The thing is you don't need to panic. Utilize our timeouts.
1:05 to go. The Tigers break the huddle. This will be the Special K Wildcat formation again. Keller out of the shotgun with Sanchez Banks to his right. They're going to run that same play. Student body right. Keller has room. 5 to the house. Touchdown. Broken Arrow.
That same play, he's ran it for like 500 yards, I think.
4th touchdown tonight for Isaiah Keller. And the Tigers are within 1 with 52 seconds to go. They're going for 2.
There you go.
Offense is on the field. Broken Arrow's going to go for 2 and the win.
Well, I would put Keller back there and do that same daggum play. And there he is.
That's what it is.
They're going to run that same play.
Special K Wildcat formation. They go to the right. Sanchez Banks trying to clear a path. Keller stretching for the corner, diving for the pylon. And he's in. Keller gets the 2-point conversion, and the Tigers take a 1-point lead. Let's go down to Ryan. You were right in front of that.
Right in front of it. Charlie, I'm not going to lie to you. When he was at about the 5-yard line, I was not sure if he was going to make it, but it was full body extension right inside the pylon. There was no question. Touchdown, Tigers.
Great play there by Keller and a great camera shot by our Aerovision crew down there in that south end zone. So here's the situation. 52 seconds to go in the game. Broken Arrow takes a 43-42 lead.
Well, God, there was like a minute 40 left, and now there's 52 seconds left. That's how quick we can score.
It's the first time the Tigers have led all night. Took until 52 seconds to go, so 47 minutes.
That's right.
And the Tigers now have a lead with 52 seconds to go. Remember, that last timeout that Jeremy Reed burned with 4 minutes to go was huge, because now Yukon does not have any timeouts.
That's it. They don't have any timeouts. And
not much of a passing game to speak of, though they have had success tonight passing. They just haven't done it a whole lot.
Well, it's that short play action stuff. They can't line up and throw the football.
Right. Braden Dutton is 3 of 4 passing, but for just 35 yards. Tyler Crawford will kick this away. North wind at his back. Took a little bit off the last one. Miller's returning to the 24-yard line. I would think it's bombs away here. Left-footed kick by Crawford is a bomb.
Yeah.
It's going to bounce right in the middle of the Orange Tigers. So a touchback and 1st and 10 Yukon at the 20. Here we go.
What a game. Gosh. What a game. This game, God, they have 437 yards of total offense. We have 443. That is like zero defense out there tonight. And rushing the ball, they've had over 400, 300.
Here we go. Braden Dutton, the Yukon quarterback, leads his Millers to the line. They snap, they give it around right end to Makari Slaughter. Slaughter has a nice lead blocker. He's going to go out of bounds at about the 30. I think they got enough for a first down there, depending on where he stepped out. No, they're going to say that he was back at the 27. So 2nd down here for the Millers. Clock stops on the out of bounds, 47 to go here in the 4th.
Time of possession, 33-38 for Yukon to 13. We've only had the ball 13 minutes of this entire game.
2nd down and 3 for Yukon. Same play, Makari Slaughter around right end. Has enough for the first down. Now he's out of bounds, close to the 35. Clock will stop with 41 to go.
See, they're forcing us to. See, you can't play prevent on this, because you play prevent and they run the ball so much that they'll gain a lot of yardage. They're going to do what they want to do, so you got to continue to play with what you play.
Just joining us on Aerovision because somebody texted you and said, holy cow, check this out. I'm Charlie Hanema. He's Steve Spavital. Ryan Whitecoff's down on the field. Tigers leading Yukon 43-42 with 41 seconds to go. Yukon with the ball, 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line. Dutton back to pass, sets up, looking deep. Bryce Machota makes the pick, and the Tigers are going to win on homecoming.
Yeah. Bryce, what a stud. I tell you what, that kid does nothing but make great plays. He makes great plays.
Third interception of the season for Machota, the 7th of his career. At least 3 of them have come against the Yukon Millers. What do you see on this replay, Spab?
I see great coverage. I don't understand why they were throwing the ball to begin with, but I see great coverage, a great catch. They just chose to throw to the wrong guy, that's for sure, because Bryce is just one stud, and I tell you what, if there's anybody out there that's going to make a great play, it's going to be him.
They were looking for Colton DeKinder, and Machota had it covered. Jake Raines, victory formation, takes a knee, and that will do it.
And I tell you what, it was it was Keller. Keller did it when you're running what you call the Special K, which is a great name for it. It is special. He's the one that won it for us. It was great catching. He had a touchdown, and then he had 3 touchdowns, didn't he?
He had 4. He had 2 on the ground and 2 touchdown catches.
Yes. So, I mean, how unbelievable was that? And I tell you what, as much as the offense was crazy, the possession time was unbelievable.
43, the Millers 42.
What a game for the Broken Arrow Tigers. It wasn't necessarily pretty, but hey.
No, it wasn't pretty.
A win's a win.
You bet it is.
Once again,
when you turn around the next day or next week or next month, whatever, all she knows is it was a win.
First National Bank.
We'll get down to Ryan with Coach Alexander as soon as he gets through that handshake line. 43-42 our final. The Tigers win on homecoming in a wild back-and-forth battle. The total yards look like this. The Tigers with 444. Yukon had 451.
Wow, that's just unbelievable.
That's the highest yards allowed for the Tigers this season. Ryan's got Coach Alexander. Go ahead.
Coach, talk to me about that game.
What a game. So proud of Isaiah Keller and the offense. Man, they were perfect. Right, the one stop we had that we gave us offensively there in the second half was my fault. Right, I called the play for Coach Wilkinson. It's usually all his plays. Isaiah Keller's a dude, right? And we were able to make one play defensively, right? One play and you win the football game.
And you go for 2 there at the end?
Yeah, you got to go for the win, baby.
Good game.
It's Coach Alexander. He's excited to talk to his team after a big homecoming win. Spav, the stats, you look at the stats, and Noah Cortez had some big individual performances the past couple of years, but Isaiah Keller put together an individual game that we have not seen in a long time, really anywhere in high school football.
No doubt. I mean, he was just perfect. He's just an unbelievable athlete. I mean, Coach Wilkinson was so smart by, putting the ball in his hands and letting him decide the game. So impressive. The young man he does a great job running the ball. But I tell you what, just putting the ball in his hands is what won the game for us.
Isaiah Keller had 3 carries for 85 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a 2-point conversion. So they ran that Special K play, and I don't think the 2-point conversion doesn't count as an official carry. So they stopped him the one time, and they picked up the 4th down on the one where they stopped him. So a touchdown, a 2-point conversion, and a 4th down conversion.
Absolutely.
So I think there might have been something working there. And then he had 3 catches for 86 yards and 2 touchdowns. Jake Raines, 7 of 8, 134 yards passing, 3 touchdowns, the 1 incompletion. Of course, that spike to stop the clock late in the first half. So Jake Raines, you have to credit him too, because he bounced back in a big way after struggling last week against Santa Fe.
Absolutely. We executed so much better if you think about it. We were having a lot of issues just with the snap and the whole, but our execution was so much better than we've had in a lot of, than last week. And I tell you what, our effort was tremendous. We emphasized it. And, it just seems like after the loss, we just had a lot of, we trusted ourselves. We trusted each other. I say that because of what Coach Alexander said. He said that, they came back Monday ready to practice. He came back Monday ready to practice, and that's just having trust in your character, trust in your work ethics, and then just trust, and he talked about resilience, trusting our resilience. So I was just really impressed with our offensive unit, especially. Our defense struggled. I've been through these games as a defensive coordinator, trust me. And I'm telling you what, they're not pretty, but I tell you win. And that's what you got to tell your kids. It's an ugly win defensively, but it's a win. Let's go in the film and let's fix this stuff later.
43-42 our final. We'll take a quick timeout. Back to wrap this one up before we get you to the high school scoreboard show. We have a recap of a wild homecoming win. 43-42 the final here in Broken Arrow. Back with more Broken Arrow football right after this.
The Tigers of 1999 closed out the century with a 7-5 record. Rebounding from a shaky start to the season, the Tigers, led by junior Mickey Nickel and spirited senior Tyler Wellhausen, finished strong, going 5-2 in their last 7 games, including a thrilling 34-21 victory over the Owasso Rams in the playoffs, where sophomore running back Keith Jacobs set a single-game rushing record. This great moment in Tiger history is brought to you by First National Bank of Broken Arrow, a loyal fan of our community for over 100 years. First National Bank of Broken Arrow, the right balance.
In the folded flag, we see the heavy price of freedom. Nearly 9 out of 10 dependents of America's fallen and disabled soldiers do not qualify for federal scholarship assistance. The Folds of Honor closes that gap. Join us in this noble mission. Donate today at foldsofhonor.org. This is your call to duty.
With kids, life is one big adventure. That's why you need a strong financial partner you can count on, like TTCU Federal Credit Union. Right now, you could get $150 when you open a new TTCU checking account. And every time you use your School Pride debit card, TTCU donates to schools. What better way to make a difference? Checking account? Why not call it your living account? TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance.
Welcome back to Broken Arrow, where the Tigers win on homecoming 43-42, thanks in part to a huge game from senior wideout Isaiah Keller. He's down on the field with Ryan Wyckoff. Ryan?
Charlie, you just give me 1 second. If you can believe it, Isaiah Keller is a very popular man right now. He assured me he'd be on the field for a while. He's actually getting an opportunity to take a picture with his mom. I got him right here. Isaiah, you're a pretty popular guy down here. Man, talk to me about that game tonight.
Well, the game plan was just to score as many points as we can, so that's what we did. We just went out and executed. The offense is great. So.
Specifically, man, just walk me through that last play. I was standing right there, and I wasn't sure if you were going to make it. Walk me through maybe what play was called, and then just what happened.
Well, we were running that play all night with me, and that we just knew they couldn't stop it, so we just went to it again, and the result, we got the W. So.
Isaiah, one last thing, you get called out there in the huddle. How does that feel to be called up by your head coach, saying that you're the dude, you're the guy they're going to go to?
It's honestly an honor. It's just I've been waiting for this moment, and I'm here now. So,
Isaiah, congratulations, great game.
It's Isaiah Keller with Ryan Wyckoff down on the field. 2 touchdowns receiving, 2 touchdowns rushing. A big game here as the Tigers win on homecoming. Here's the scoring summary. It was wild. Bakari Slaughter started it off for the Millers on the opening drive of the game, a 9-yard touchdown run, capped off an 8-play, 80-yard drive in 3 minutes and 52 seconds to put the Millers up 7-0. The Tigers needed just 1 play to answer. Isaiah Keller, a 66-yard touchdown run out of that Special K Wildcat formation, tied it at 7. Back and forth we go. Yukon, a 3-play, 80-yard drive. Caden Hernandez, a 69-yard touchdown run, the scoring play there to make it 14-13. Tigers answer right back. Jake Rains to Keller, a 32-yard touchdown pass. That extra point was blocked. That's how the score got off. It was 14-13. Caden Hernandez, again, an 8-yard touchdown, made it 21-13. Second quarter, Jake Rains to Torrey Dillard, a 17-yard touchdown on a great ball down there in the far corner. That made it 21-20. Caden Hernandez again. Stop me if you've heard this one. A 13-yard touchdown run there made it 28-20. And then in the third quarter, Sanchez Banks breaks a 73-yard run, just a 3-play, 80-yard drive. Another quick one for the Tigers, 28-27. Back to Yukon, back to Caden Hernandez, another touchdown. That time from 10 yards out. It was a 7-minute, 13-second drive. 12 plays, 62 yards. Gave the Millers a 35-27 lead. From there, the Tigers tie it up. Isaiah Keller, a 50-yard touchdown catch from Raines. They go for 2, gave it to Keller. 35-35, our score there. That tied it up at 35. And then 6 minutes and 57 seconds. I'm getting tired just reading the scoring summary. I can't even believe playing in this one. Cameron Farmer busted it up the middle from 20 yards out. 11 plays, 76-yard drive in 6 minutes, 57 seconds. That gave the Millers a 42-35 lead with 3 minutes and 43 seconds to go. The Tigers go 7 plays, 65 yards in 2 minutes and 51 seconds. Keller out of that special K Wildcat formation, a 10-yard touchdown run. They did the same play for the 2-point conversion. It's 43-42. That's how we got to the final. Bryce Machota sealed it with an interception, and then the Tigers could just kneel it. Broken Arrow improves to 6-2 on the season, 4-1 in district play. We check a couple scores of note, and right now Jinx is leading Norman 37-19 in the third. Edmond Santa Fe is leading Westmore 31-14 in the fourth. So still a lot to shake out in the district race, but the Tigers hold serve and now go to 4-1. Sanchez Banks was the leading rusher in the game, 18 carries, 190 yards, and a touchdown. Caden Hernandez for Yukon, 9 carries, 162 yards, and 4 touchdowns. Jake Raines passing, 7 of 8, 134 yards, 3 scores, no interceptions. Braden Dutton for Yukon, 3 of 5, 35 yards, no touchdowns, and the back-breaking interception to Bryce Machota. Time of possession, Spav was watching this all night. Yukon finished with 33 minutes and 57 seconds, just 14:03 for BA, but hey, efficiency, and it worked out.
Absolutely.
Spav, any final takeaways from a wild homecoming win?
No, it's just exciting. I'm telling you, like we said before, it may be an ugly win, but it is a win, and you got to take it and love it, and let's go to the next.
Broken Arrow will be back home next week, Friday night, November 1st, against Edmond Memorial for senior night. We'll be on the Animal with the pregame show at 6:30, kickoff at 7. Don't forget Inside Tiger Football presented by Rib Crib Tuesday at 6:30. We will have plenty to talk about with Coach Alexander. For my partner, Steve Spavital, Ryan Wyckoff down on the field, Kenneth Rumsey back at Sports Animal World Headquarters, and Terry Sprider and Nolan Couch here and our Aerovision crew. This is Charlie Hanema saying good night from Broken Arrow, where the Tigers win on homecoming 43-42.
This Aerovision broadcast is copyrighted by Broken Arrow Public Schools for the private use of our audience. This broadcast may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form without the expressed written consent of Broken Arrow Public Schools.